the opening game, which is in the opening game next year, which is in Frankfurt, Germany. I think if I got that right, Frankfurt, Germany. You may not be at that game. Maybe you can negotiate that going back, and if you talk about the team going away on a far trip. But, what that does is he's not supposed to be at practice. He's not supposed to be at the facilities where they're playing and different things like that. So maybe he can travel with the team. We'll find that out. We'll get more on that later on. But that being said, I know there are two cities in America that's still upset about this big sweep. You know it and I know it. They were expecting everything. They wanted the boom. That's right. They wanted the boom. And they didn't get the boom.
Are they not happy? I mean,
no, they're not.
They wanted more.
They wanted more. They wanted the death sentence. That's what they wanted. They wanted a dust cloud hanging over Ann Arbor, Michigan, as you well know. Although the NCAA did tab Michigan in the pants, and Michigan could pay fines as much as $20 to $30 million. And what I'm talking about is they're looking at it like this: 10% of the program's budget next year and the following year. It would be right now, if you look at what Michigan had in 24, their budget was $72 million. That's a $7.2 million fine that you would pay to the NCAA. And then they're looking at 2-year postseason fines that are expected to be at least $20 million, but could easily get up to and more of $25 million with the CFP revenues changing in 2026. So
let me say this.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't you consider that a modern day lynching versus a boom versus old school boom?
I would say that. I would say they're taking their money away from them. They're not allowing them. And then that doesn't even, I didn't even talk about the recruiting restrictions that they're putting in place too. That they can't go out. There are certain times that they can go out and recruit, certain things that they can do. So, I mean, really, they are affected in different, they got a reduction in, they got a fine equivalent to 10% in scholarship awarded to the University of Michigan program in 2026 academic year. A 25% reduction in football official visits to in 2025-26 season, a 14-week probation in recruiting communications in football program during the probation period. So they can't recruit as everyone else now.
So when you really think about it, that is a significant boom.
It is. But I'm saying, I know what was coming out of Lansing this morning and what early in the afternoon and what was coming out of Columbus ain't enough. That's what they were saying. Ain't enough.
They want, you know what they like to see probably is that Michigan won't be considered in any rankings and and anything like that. They can't even still compete. Now, Michigan may learn how to overcome all of this and still earn a national championship if they play well enough or something.
Right.
So they didn't want them to have the ability to even be considered.
Right. They wanted them to be banned from postseason play, probably.
Yeah, probably.
But the committee thought, if you're going to be good and you're going to be able to play and you make it, should you make it to the college football playoffs, that money would come to the NCAA.
Because didn't, refresh my memory.
I'm going to say at least, what did I say? At least 10% of that. Yes.
Now, Coach Moore has overcome adversity before.
Right.
Here, right?
Coach Moore has had, he was suspended in the Burgergate allegations that went on. And he was suspended for one game. He missed one game during that. Now, in addition to what Michigan said, they said that they would suspend Coach Moore for the what was it? The Central Michigan game and the Nebraska game this year. In addition to that, the NCAA added another game in 2026. So they just added a game on top of that, and it says at the first game of the year.
And he was a little hamstrung though prior because of some hardball items when he first became head coach. Right?
Yeah,
That's
it was there. Jim Harbaugh and I'm glad this is a good little segue. On top of that, Jim Harbaugh, a 10-year show cause order restricted from him. He can't coach in college football until 2038. You understand that, right?
Because he's in the middle of a 4-year that ends in 2028, and then they gave him another 10 years starting in August of 2028.
So if he wanted to come back to college, you understand, and you want to sign Jim Harbaugh, he wouldn't be able to be on the field until 2038. I'm just letting you know that.
After the Chargers, he's probably retiring anyway.
I'm just saying.
100%.
Now, Connor Stalions, the guy at the crux of what happened, he also received an 8-year show cause order that restricts him from doing anything
participating in athletically related activities with the NCAA during the 8-year period.
Right.
Yeah.
So I mean. And then there's one guy that, he's very popular here at Michigan. Denard Robinson received a 3-year show cause, which restricts him from doing anything athletically in NCAA sanctioned events. So Denard Robinson he will not be able to participate for the next 3 years. So, I mean, that's what you got right there. And you heard me right. It'll be $20 to $30 million that the University of Michigan will owe the NCAA. They will be fined for that.
Oh, that's not a big deal. All that money Michigan folks got.
It depends if they have to pay it all in a block or if they can space it out.
They know how to space it out. Exactly. It's like paying rent. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Rent. You know exactly what you're doing.
Exactly. Yeah.
So hit them with those deferred payments. Yeah.
Look, all I'm saying to you is, you didn't have to. You didn't lose your national championship. As a matter of fact, the president at the time, Charlie Baker, said everything was fair. At that time, when they won that national championship, Michigan played fairly and squarely. They won the national championship. So they couldn't go back on their word.
And I think that adds extra headache because then you're trying to figure out, all right, do you give it to the second place team? Is it just a wash for the season? Like what?
Bro. They don't do that. Let me tell you this. I'll give you a little education on this because remember Louisville won the national championship in basketball over Michigan?
Mm-hmm.
Now, they stripped Louisville of that national championship. Ain't no banner over at Chrysler Arena. It ain't swinging. They just did away with it.
Empty year, you don't get it.
Exactly. So if they did that, I'd be down in Indianapolis right now picking up the banner.
But that's also, if that happens, obviously everyone's, pretty pissed off. And okay, it's not in your own record books, but like day to day, like fans be like, oh yeah, I forgot they didn't give us credit for that. Like, I don't know. I feel like it's disrespectful, but not even that. It doesn't have that big of an effect on anybody taking away previous ones anyways.
No, they could have stripped them of it and not said that and announced there'll be no national championship in that year. But they did not. They got away from that. They knew that didn't work. Look at what I'm going to say this because this is in Big Sweet's era as well as it was in my era. Look at SMU. Still not the same kind of school it used to be. I'm just saying.
No, they're just now kind of climbing back up
into it. Yes, they are. But SMU, when they put the death penalty on SMU had the death penalty. They totally destroyed this. They
that program.
Yeah, the whole program. So, I mean,
that's what made me call this new school punishment versus old school punishment.
Yeah, I mean, it happened with Tennessee. You remember when they got caught with the Happy Meal thing? They were, giving kids, we giving them lunch and giving them a Happy Meal. Really, there was money inside that. I mean, I'm just letting you know.
That's way funnier. That's like, oh, we're just paying for your apartment. We're paying for your card. No, we're getting you a little McDonald's Golden Arches cardboard box full of hundreds. What?
That's what it was. That's exactly what it was. And they got fined for it. Now I'm going to tell you this. They had like a $2 million, $3 million fine. That was it. This one right here, this serves notice. I'm telling you.
That's because it was the kiddie meal. It wasn't a Big Mac meal, a double. It was the kiddie meal, not the quarter pounder meal.
Well, that was recruits, though, Big Sweet. That's recruits they was trying to get with the Happy Meal. They just make
the Happy Meal.
Just make them happy.
If it was a double quarter pounder.
I was hoping for an action figure. Instead, I got a wad of cash. Could I get something for my kid here?
You got the wrong box. You got the wrong box. We gave you the wrong box. Your kid got the wrong box.
Yeah. Boy, just being the OG, times have really changed from back in the day, boy.
Well, I guess, do you like this better? Would you want to go back to the olden days and strip Michigan of that title and strip them and strip them of those games? You didn't play those games and make those games go away.
That's probably what the Spartans and the Buckeyes are.
That's why I said in Columbus they ain't happy. In East Lansing, they stomping the streets in there. They about to burn some stuff up, man.
Michigan always getting away with stuff, man. They always do.
See, really, I think that's not as big of a punishment as the future stuff. Like, I genuinely think this is way more of a deterrent for future organizations potentially.
Well, yeah, you're taking their money.
Exactly, which is why
spend. I mean, get that.
As a Sparty or an Ohio State fan, I mean, all right, obviously you'd want all of the bad things to happen to us. Okay, but if you have to choose either take it away or fine in future repercussions, the future repercussions and the money are a way bigger deal. So that actually, takes them down a notch the next year, ideally in their eyes. So
especially nowadays, because everything is about the dollar.
Yeah,
everything is about the dollar.
You're right.
So, it's not necessarily taking away, the like back in the day, taking away the scholarships or suspending you, or you can't go to this bowl or you can't go to that bowl, or they're hitting you in the pocketbook, and eventually, maybe the NC2A is saying that when we hit you in the pocketbook, it's going to affect you. Eventually, it's going to affect you.
Yeah, none of these slap on the wrist fines Astros getting $5 million for their garbage cans. Right. No, we're getting you. Yeah, 10% of your budget is. Yeah. I mean, for these programs, is a huge chunk of change.
Oh, it's crazy. It's crazy. I mean, this is going to be crazy. I mean, you're going to see things that Michigan can't afford. They can't buy the things that they're going to need. I mean, it's
that's 4 years of a premier. I mean, that's a 5-star player for 4 years.
Right. I mean, you're not going to be able to do the things you're supposed to. I mean, if it was me, I'd take that $20.5 million they getting and I add it to that. But that's not me. That's not me. That ain't my call. I'm just saying. I do that real quick.
Well, as we all know, in sports money, there's on the table and then there's under the table. You know what I mean? Even in professional football.
But let me tell you something. Because everything's above the board now, we're thinking that everything's above the board. I mean, I don't, and I'm not speaking for Michigan. I don't represent Michigan in any way. I'm saying there could be that big donor out there that hey, what we got? I'll give y'all $25 million. I'm gonna donate $25 million.
That's what I was alluding to a minute ago. Is that hey, now with all this money flying around and everything, okay, man. Mr. Johnson, CEO of World Headquarters.
Right.
you know, this is what we've gotten, and can we borrow some, or can we have some?
Let's name a suite after you real quick. Sort this out.
Yeah, exactly. You know, this is Freddie Johnson turf or Atlas Inc. turf. You know, whatever.
So I mean, in the age of the NIL and everything like that, you can loosen some pockets. You can loosen some things up that'll help this. That can help the situation. What I'm saying to you is that can help the situation. I mean,
because back in the day, it wasn't about money. It was right. You know, the money was the undercurrent about everything, and it couldn't be discussed openly. Now you can discuss it openly.
Oh, that's what we're doing. I mean, that's exactly what we're doing.
Exactly, I mean, what we're doing.
Why wouldn't you go talk to somebody and say, "Hey, we got a small problem here." You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And we don't want to play it all. Maybe you don't have to pay it all in full. You put it in a checking account and pay when they say it's time, right?
So now a coach's responsibility isn't necessarily always X's and O's.
No,
it might be salesman.
It is. It is. You mean he's in donations too.
You're recruiting players and you're recruiting
donations.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, when you say donations, you know me, I'm so silly, man. I'm thinking about coming to America. Yeah, donation.
Exactly what I'm saying. I mean, look, this is a long time coming. It took 2 years to get this out and everything. Look, the NCAA went modern day on it. They went money. They hitting you in the pocketbook, and that's exactly where there are fans out there, and I'm talking about there are fans in Columbus and in East Lansing that are saying this ain't enough. This is not going to deter anybody. It's not going to. Yes, it is. It is. I'm just saying. Yeah. And yes, I gave you an example of you can go ask donors to give money to it. But look, it's taking money from your money maker, aka Michigan football, and it's giving it to the NCAA. I mean, they're sending it right back to the NCAA. So think about that. Or do you, the NCAA is supposed to give $20.5 million. Hey, hold on to that next year. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, hold on to that. I don't know. There are all kinds of ideas that went through my head. I'm just saying. I mean, we're doing revenue sharing now, right? Y'all keep that. Y'all keep that for the year. Keep that. We owe you. We still got you. We still owe you 9.5. But we got you. We got you next year too.
You know your alumni base. You probably, like you said, as aforementioned.
Yeah.
There are some. You know which guys you can go approach.
You do know that.
Guys and gals that you can go approach.
Male and female. They know. And we don't discriminate. Money's money. I ain't discriminating.
But you know what? You need to, like you said, now. Besides becoming a coach, he's got to. The staff got to become salespeople now.
Well, yeah, you got to go and shake hands, bend and grin. That's it, baby.
Right.
Bend and grin. You got
to shake the tree.
Got to schmooze.
You got to talk to people. And you got to tell them what you need, and they're gonna. They see it too. They knew the boom was coming. Oh, you don't think Michigan friends? Oh, y'all getting it today? Y'all gonna get it today? Here it comes. The boom's coming today. You don't think they were saying that?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So now, once again, the athletic department is now a sales department, University of Michigan football sales department.
Well, yeah, they should be in that. They should be doing that for a while now.
Anyway, but now it's more intense. Right.
It's what you're looking for and the things you're going. Again, it's going to range between $20 to $30 million that they'll be fine. The Michigan football program.
I got a question. I don't know if we can answer this, but it would have to come from somebody within an athletic department.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, like I'm at the Lions. Mm-hmm. We have a general manager, and we have a salary cap.
Mm-hmm.
So all pertinent people need to be involved in the salary cap discussion,
right?
And where we're spending what dollars and where we are and how much we need and that kind of thing. So I know college has gone now to the pro model.
They have general managers too.
They have general managers too. So this would be one of those cases where the staff, does Michigan have a general manager yet?
They do.
They do. Okay.
They do. Football has a general manager, as does basketball.
Okay.
As the majority of all the sports have general managers. They're taking money in to see if they can get players.
Sean McGee, the Michigan football GM.
I tried not to say his name
I'm so sorry.
but it's okay.
So sorry.
Everybody knew. You know what? It's okay. Everybody knew. I just try. I try not to throw names out there, people. It's okay.
I can hear all the people listening to the show going, "Are they going to say the name or what?"
You're
right. I got you, people.
You're right.
So, being an NFL guy, does Sean or Mr. McGee have the same autonomy as a general manager, and does he dictate? Is he the final say? But does he now have to go to the Board of Regents or the?
No, he doesn't go to the Board of Regents. I think he goes to. Yes, he has a stopgap too. He's got the football coach and he's got the AD. The AD.
Yeah.
Those are the checks and balances.
Yep, that's the checks and balances.
Well, I'm sure all the different GMs are also kind of vying with the AD for a larger percentage of the college athletics max budget now.
Sure.
So who determines that? The school president?
The athletic director determines that one.
So the athletic director is superior to the general manager?
The athletic department, well, Sean McGee is over football, okay? He's just football.
Okay, but the athletic director is over the whole...
Yes, he runs the show. He runs the athletic department.
I get it now. I get it.
So he keeps him informed. Sean McGee keeps him informed, the athletic director informed, but he runs with the money along with other people that run with the money because, you've all got to be talking. All of these coaches have got to be talking, getting their guy in, making sure what's important and different things like that in meetings to, who's getting what? Who are we offering what and this and that? So that's all part of it. Yes.
That's what I'm talking about, like a salary cap team. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so $15 million is like the NIL cap for college teams now?
20.5.
No, you're absolutely right. So yeah, it's, if
and of that 20.5, 85% of that goes to football and basketball, men and women.
Okay, now it's shaping up now.
Okay, you get it.
I'm getting it now. Yeah, because all right, well, the football general manager has to be on top of the salaries that these guys are getting, or is that only? So that takes into account NIL. That takes into account.
No. He gets the money that he gets is what is in that bank. He also works with the NIL collectives too.
Now, if you got a great general manager that's also a salesman, like we're saying, can he go out and bring more cash to the organization through the program?
Well, sure he can. He goes and meets with donors too. He better be glad handing and shaking hands and kissing babies if he can. You know what I'm saying?
He's a general manager. I got
right.
You.
So he needs to be doing his job as well. We need to go to a break, but hey, we're going to be here all day until 6 o'clock. We got a lot to talk about. We got a lot of guests coming on that we're going to talk about it with. We got from the Athletic, we got Austin Meek. He'll be on, who's very close to the situation, as well as the angel of the big house. You know her as Angelique Shingales from the Detroit News. She'll come on and share what she knows also. And that's a big plus for us. Hey, man, I hunted it down. I hunted it down. On the other side, we'll talk to you. You're listening to the M Zone on the Big 1050. Once upon a time, a future Hall of Fame coach lost his job in disgrace. Wow. Stuart Manuel went hard. Listen to this. For lying to the NCAA compliance form and complaining he knew of no unreported NCAA violations. Condemnation was harsh, especially from fans of his arch rival, who had tired of losing to him every year. Wow, it's getting good.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my goodness. They want the boom. All I'm saying, I get it. Connor Stalions went a little far. And his lawyer's right. Connors didn't go to the stadiums and take pictures and video shoot the sidelines, but his friends did. That's what we got. We got friends doing it. They wore Michigan. Dude, they jumped up and wearing their Michigan stuff. What are you thinking?
I know. That's goofy.
If that's true, I know people ain't that. Come on, man. Really?
Hey, sometimes what we think makes sense doesn't to some people at all.
Look, I've heard of people wearing their colors. Why are you wearing colors? Well, I mean,
why you doing wrong?
You're out there checking signs and different things like that. I mean, first of all, I get it. You bought good seats. You shouldn't be in those seats anyway. You shouldn't be in those seats.
Should have thrown them off the scent and had on the other team's.
Right. Exactly. Put the other team stuff on. I mean, if you're going to be secretive about it, put the other stuff on. Good God. I mean, come on, man. Really? I guess the question is, I mean, is he a hero or is he a no-go? Connor Stalions, what do you see him as? I mean, really, should he be banished from the athletic campus or should he be hailed as a hero? I'm asking. I see people loving him and I see other people go, tell that guy to go away.
For business-wise, you can't hail him.
I know. I get that. But I'm saying when he walks around in the parking lot, everybody's giving him a beer. Everybody's slapping him in the back. Everybody, Connor, you're doing a great job.
You're right.
Exactly. They don't know. They don't know what you live for, Michigan, man. You're doing the job, dude. You're doing the job. I'm just saying. What happens?
That's funny.
It's just crazy. It's crazy.
It depends on him too. He might like the celebrity status.
You know what? He does love it. I mean, he didn't lose a job. He was gaining jobs. He got high school jobs for it, right?
Yeah.
I mean, look, I get it. He has a passion. He has a deep passion for Michigan, and I get it. And hey, the NCAA, you see, they didn't walk away. They made sure he got served too. You got served too, Connor. Don't worry, we gonna get you too. We got you. It's just this right here. You know what? I'm glad it's over. I'm glad you finally know that you know the rules. You know what you're getting. You know,
like a dark cloud hanging over.
Yeah, it just hangs over all year. And now it was It was negative recruiting. Michigan getting the boom laid on them. You don't want to go there. You don't want to go to Ann Arbor because they're getting the boom laid up. The boom is coming. I'm telling you, dog. You don't want to go up there. You don't want to do that. Now they don't even recruit no more. You ready to
go? They're gonna take your money back.
30 seconds.
That's right. They gonna say that. They can't pay you. They got to pay the NCAA. They ain't got no money. It must be a good song on. He over there jamming. Look at him. And welcome back to the M Zone. Jamie Morris, Bobby Toth on the other side, and you got the man center of attention, the patriot of the M Zone himself. You got Larry Lee. We call him Big Sweet. I'm gonna tell you that.
Hey.
You can also listen to the M Zone or watch us live on YouTube. You can get the Big 1050 WTKA Facebook, the M Zone Facebook, the Big 1050 YouTube, and the Big 1050 Instagram. You get us live anywhere. Look us up. Tell us and hey, we take comments too. I listen to people. I ask questions. I asked about Connor Stalions. How you feel about Connor Stalions? I mean, I don't know how to feel about him. I mean, he was doing a job. You could see he was obsessed in doing his job. Obsessed doing his job. Hey, I get it. He loved Michigan. He had the passion. I mean, you look for guys like that, don't you?
Yeah,
really?
That's true.
And if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. Well, and he was trying.
I mean, look, they gave him a task, and he got it done. You saw him on the sidelines in pictures and everything. And don't get me started about Central Michigan, why he was on that sidelines. Don't get me started with that. I mean, he was up there. He was peaking for them. He wasn't doing anything. He was not doing anything for Michigan. He was peaking for them. He was calling plays for Michigan State. He knew them well. He knew that team well.
Yeah. Now he's a celeb, boy. He is a celeb.
He walks around and he can be. I mean, he's Connor Stalions. If you know him, when you see him, you want to give him a beer. Hey, and the fans love him.
Oh boy!
Sports. I mean, wait a minute. He got it. I'm gonna say this, and he can say this. At least I got banned by the NCAA. I did.
That is a cool flex.
Ban me. They
little old me. That's right, little old me, man. Look, exactly. I made it.
I mean, look, that'll mess up his game plan because the man said in his manifesto, he had a manifesto. He wrote a manifesto. And like it said, he wants to be head coach at the University of Michigan someday.
Well, he's got to wait 8 years.
Well, he doesn't have to wait 8 years. I mean, that gives him time. He can still coach in the high school ranks. That doesn't affect him in the high school ranks or Pop Warner or anything like that. So he can still, and I'm not joking about him. I mean, he's out there. He knew. Look, he coached at Belleville. He was helping. He was helping with the quarterback, right? Underwood. Yeah. I mean, that's what I'm hearing. That's what I'm hearing. I mean, that's what But that being said, after that, now is the boom. Are you done with the boom? Everybody done with the boom? Are we done? Are we done doing podcast about Here Comes the Boom? I mean,
no. I would say no because it's active. I mean, it's still active.
Okay.
And because it's still active, those who oppose you will always try to keep something more active than letting it go. It's easier for people to keep it active than to let it go. How many people let things go? Well, okay, it's time to move on. That's past tense and all that. No, they're gonna ride it till the wheels fall off. And so I think Michigan folks should be prepared that East Lansing and Columbus are going to ride it till the wheels fall off, till it's old news, which is a few years down the road, or Michigan suffers or something, and don't place a show, in the final pollings or whatever, then they'll be happy. But until then, man, we're gonna hear about it on a regular. That's just my humble opinion.
No, I wanted to get your opinion because you're not in this thing like we are and different things like that. But you're starting to find out. I mean, you got guys on the McAfee show, Pete Thanel. This is the guy. I mean, Pete Thanel, who breaks all the Michigan's gonna get boomed on. I mean, look, he's out there saying it was just a slap on the wrist. This is just a slap on the wrist? Really? How do you call this a slap on the wrist? I mean, you're taking a lot of money over the next couple years.
That's what I'm going to investigate here. Is what various people are thinking of this. We could do a show to later on today. We do know, but tomorrow, what's your opinion about that? Could be today's question about honestly speaking, what is your thought about what went down today?
Right.
Was it enough? Was it not enough? And take off your hail to the victor's hat.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And think about it logically or professionally, and come up with your real comment. That'd be interesting for me.
Well, we can do that. I think that's a good question. I mean, look. Do you think it was enough what the NCAA did, or did they slap him on the wrist? Or did they just slap him on the wrist? But remember, the commissioner of the Big Ten, now he wrote this letter, quote unquote, He wrote a letter to the NCAA committee saying, hey, you don't need to punish Michigan anymore. It's done. It's already been punished. They were punished. They got it already. Now, he did that. We all know why he did that.
He's got it.
That's the commissioner calling right now.
Yeah.
Hey, commish, I'm sorry. We're doing the show. Exactly. Call us back tomorrow. Call me on Saturday on off hours.
I'm just saying.
But yeah, they're protecting their big money, big name teams, which totally understandable. I think it'll depend a lot on how they make them pay this back. I mean, Michigan obviously has ways to get $25 million, even if it is 25 and not 20. Like, they can get that money. That's not
be as high as 30 though, too.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
I get it. I'm the one that said you go to that big war buck, Big Daddy, saying, "Hey man, I need you to donate. We need a donation. Come on with it. Come on with it." Right. I mean, they come on with it. I mean, I've seen it before. It happens. It does happen in this country. It happens all over this country. So what I'm saying to you is to get a donation, yes. And they pay them, hey, you're going to pay us over time. You can't just give us the donation and we're going to walk away. They need to make it look good, right? So they pay them every year. You get paid every year, but it doesn't affect the football program anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, taking them out of any playoff games, bowl games,
They're not going to take them. Look,
no, exactly. Like that's almost too much, and that's removing a huge name team, and that at a certain point, like that's not just the Big Ten losing money. That's like
from a Big Ten standpoint, they need Michigan to play and play right.
Yeah,
Michigan to win and compete against Ohio State, against
Penn State, against Oregon,
against Penn State, against Wisconsin. Everybody needs Michigan to be Michigan.
The more big games, the more money they make. That's just how that works.
If they don't play like Michigan, fans love to hate Michigan. You understand that?
And they also understand that's the quoted best rivalry in the country now.
Yeah. Now you call it the game. You call it the game. But they don't even call it a game. Doesn't have a nickname. It's the game. So you Ohio fans that want to boom, you want to blow your game up, you go ahead and do that because one hand claps the other, brother. Y'all got caught with tattoos. So don't forget that. Giving gold pants away. So I
forgot about the pants.
I'm just saying. I'm just throwing that out there. You know how I am. I look. Love all of the Buckeyes that I played against and everything like that. Much respect. But all I'm saying to you is that I get it. I get it. But it's a new way of doing business. They hit you in the pocketbook. And that's what the NCAA did. But people want to see the death penalty. That's what they're used to, or that's what they grew up to. Not a lot of people grew up to the death penalty. That was what, in the 70s, right? Big Sweet?
Right. Yeah.
So, I mean, we're going away, but they still want the death penalty. People will bring up SMU and different things like that, but they ain't doing those things anymore.
I think if you want to get closer to the on-field death penalty without hurting your TV money, is just the more you hurt recruiting.
Yeah, that's what
how
they're doing.
Is exactly what you would need to do. If you feel this isn't enough, it just hurt their recruiting more, which sucks for us. But that's one where if you feel like this isn't enough, that's probably where you need to make those adjustments.
Back in the day, that's what helped take SMU down, was the lack of ability to go after top players.
Big name new guys.
You're not on TV either. They banned you from TV. You couldn't be on TV, be seen on TV.
Which won't happen now.
No, it's not going to happen because people, look, there's one thing about Michigan. You either love them or you hate them. There's no in between. You either love Michigan or you hate Michigan. Either way, you're cheering for the team you love or the team you hate so much. You despise. We're almost in Notre Dame country. They hate us so much. I'm sorry, Notre Dame. You are the hated one most of all.
You think Michigan's got more haters than OSU?
Oh, heck yeah.
Really?
Than OSU?
Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody, they think that, you know how they are. We one of y'all. We good old boys just like y'all. We one of y'all. We down south. Get it? We down south. We should be at SEC school sometimes. We should be down there. You know, that's how deep south we are. Get out of here with that crap.
That's a good question, Brother Toth. Who has the most haters? Michigan or Ohio State? That's a good question.
Michigan does. I'm telling you, the Big Ten, not the new four. I'm not talking about the new four, okay? But the original Big Ten, before we got the other four, is hated by Michigan than anybody. It did more than anything in the country. I want to know why I know. You go to the Big Ten tournament. All those teams are there. They used to be there. Now they don't let all the teams go. And you got you got to win to be there now. That being said, they used to play fight songs around the arena. Who got booed the most? Michigan fight song.
Yeah.
Who got booed?
Is that just because we have the best fight song, though?
No, we tell everyone we got the best fight song. We do.
It's up there. It's one of the most recognizable.
Wait a minute. Ding, 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 ding. I think you hit the tack on the head, Jamie.
What?
Michigan people will tell you that they are cocky.
We're the greatest thing since sliced bread. I ain't gonna lie to you now. I'm not gonna lie to you. Big Sweet, you better get on the program. Just like you said, our quarterbacks from Belleville.
Here we go.
I don't know what's wrong with you.
Wait a minute. You remember one of your old teammates told you something about me and a University of Michigan person?
Right.
You know, that was one of the reasons why me and that Michigan person went at it. They were cocky. Cocky, man. But what is it about Wolverine Land that makes y'all so cocky?
I mean, hey,
Public Ivy League.
We made winning look so good. We just wear it so good. You know what I'm saying? It just looks so good.
That little smile you had there, Jamie. That's why. That right there.
It just looks so good. We're doing what we do.
And you let everybody know it, right?
Right. We sing our fight song proud and loud and proud, baby. We let everybody know. I know. Wait a minute. When you get when UCLA is in that right zone, you tell me you don't think you felt it like that?
True, but you know what we're talking about now did make me flashback. You know who else is like that?
Who?
Used to be USC.
Yeah,
I knew you were going to say USC. Absolutely.
The cockiest.
Early 2000s, they were a menace.
Oh my God, the cockiest.
Michigan, USC, Texas. You know everyone hates Texas. Alabama, they hate Texas. I'm telling you that right now. Yeah. They hate Alabama. People hate Alabama, but you know what? They win in the SEC, and the SEC are all buddies, and they go, "Hey, we love Alabama."
How much do you think? Yeah, no, 100%. How much? I mean, the football dominance is one thing, and you can be as cocky as you want. How much of the Michigan also trying to sort of Notre Dame style, like we're also like the best school out of all of these really good athletic programs.
Academically, we are the best.
Well, yeah, but it's when we're like we constantly tote that as well.
We are down under. We are just a smidge. Big Sweet. They should just call us that Ivy League school. We should just get an Ivy League school.
Us in Northwestern, bro. Not Ivy.
Just telling you. Come on, I can bring somebody on here, a doctor, and tell you that we are one of the greatest schools. I mean, come on, man.
I agree with that. Now, athletically, we haven't been the power. I'm talking about UCLA. We haven't been the power athletically. But what school is voted the #1 public university in the country every year?
Okay, you gonna help me with that?
Is it UCLA?
Is it Michigan?
Ah! Ding, 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 ding. Okay, now
is that U.S. News Report? Yeah, is that magazine?
That California propaganda coming out here.
It's damn near every magazine votes UCLA the #1 public school in the country for how many years straight? I forget. We're probably going on like.
We're gonna have to look it up.
I'm gonna look up their metric.
We can't just
look it up. Look it up.
We can't just be quoting Big Sweet on this.
Now, secondly,
I'm gonna find it.
Secondly, go ahead.
Look it up. Secondly, you're talking about Michigan and cockiness and everything. You reminded me of USC, man. It was a dun 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 dun. Oh man, you know.
Wow. Hey, Vinny wants to know. He's got a question for you, Big Sweet. Vinny says, "What school has more than 1,000 wins in college football?" There's only one. So say it with me one time. Michigan.
All right. And wait, I gotta explain myself. It ain't like I'm hating on Michigan.
Oh, I got you.
I ain't hating on Michigan, but you guys are the cockiest people I ever wanted.
No, we're not.
Remind me of Trojans.
We're just very proud. We're just very proud of what we have.
Very proud.
What we have here in Ann Arbor. I mean, we're very proud of it.
I remember having this debate with some Wolverines back in the day.
Right.
And man, whenever Michigan did something good, we had to hear about it night and day, yes, on and on. But when Michigan didn't do something great, crickets.
I get it. Nobody wants to talk about the negatives. Nobody wants to talk about the negatives, and you know that.
No, but you still gotta.
Look, we took a look today. We're taking our licking right now. People don't know this. But we took a big. We took a loss today.
And that's why people in Columbus and East Lansing kind of feel like I feel right now. I mean, you know, and the point, that's what they do to you guys because they feel like you're so cocky that's why they hate you so much. And that's why they hate you so much.
They're totally different. They're two different hates. I'm just letting you know. There's two totally different hates.
I got the list.
They got an in-state hate. We got an in-state hate, and we got a rivalry hate. Just a rivalry. It's a cultural shock.
Two different hates.
Types of hates. That's all it is.
What's the list?
So I got the list, and you're right. On this list, UCLA.
Wait. Before you go back, say that again. I'm what?
You're right.
UCLA is 1. UC Berkeley is 2. U of M is 3. However,
Hey, we in the top 5.
Slow your roll, big dog. Let me give you the metrics.
Okay, what's the metric?
So the reason me and Jamie and a lot of Michigan people tote this, the sort of public Ivy League, is the esteem of their postgraduate and master's programs, U of M and Northwestern, because they have the 17 metrics are graduation rates, first-year retention, graduation rate performance, faculty salaries, full-time faculty, and all sorts of different, what do we got? College grads earn more than high school grads, peer assessments. So there is a bunch of different metrics. So I will gladly
concede. There was a public Ivy League school, it is UCLA.
Get out of here with that.
You can't right now.
Okay.
Right now, damn near you can't even get in UCLA with a 4.0 graduate high school.
I'm going to say this to you.
What?
Michigan is the Harvard of the Midwest. Remember that. Okay,
I'll give you that.
Okay?
I'll give you that.
I'm just letting you know that
But I'm talking about the number one public school.
I'll give you number one for all those other reasons, but it's also right, look at all the.
See, why is it when Michigan people gotta dissect instead of going with the totality of the situation, they gotta dissect it to keep it from being.
Well, if you go best universities, then Ivies probably aren't even in there because of their numbers.
No, I said you're number one. You are correct. You're number one.
Best public school. We'll give it to you.
Now,
give it to you.
In the subject, no more. Well, because of the situation, what they do. No,
we're trying to explain why Michigan people are so cocky all the time.
Actually, we are trying to explain why we are number one.
We're justifying arrogance, Larry.
So, with that being the case, we should be really cocky. We should be like you guys, but we aren't.
Wait a minute. Here's the thing.
You should be.
You should be cocky and arrogant because you play in the Rose Bowl. You got that. That is a cherished place.
Yeah.
But you're not cocky because you want to know why? Don't nobody show up. Ain't nobody there. It's crickets. It's crickets.
You can be proud, and you should never stop talking about how you're the best public school. Michigan is arrogant because of their graduate programs for doctors and lawyers and that kind of stuff.
That's the business school, number one business school.
So
I'm just saying. Stephen Ross Business School.
Just saying.
But overall,
the
number one public university in our great nation.
Jamie, I gotta quit here. I'm gonna go back to school. I'm heading to UCLA, man.
I'll let you know. Thank you kindly. Give me my props.
We got to go to a break because we got
some big names coming in.
Austin Meeks coming on. We're gonna have to call him, but we're gonna call him and I'll get you the number. You're listening to the M Zone on the Big 1050. All right. I'm gonna send you Austin's number, okay? Or do you have it? Do you retain some of these things or no? Say no, Jamie. You know I don't retain anything, man. I know you got it.
I tell you,
I'm about to send it to you now.
My wife outwardly, she can remember everything, but when it's time to retain something, oh no, they can't retain nothing.
There you go, bro. Put that under Austin Meek.
And keep it and retain it.
Yeah.
It must be warm outside. It's warm in here. What's the temperature?
I mean, you don't run that air conditioning? What you keep your air conditioning at?
72.
We got ours at 74. My wife and my kids give me crap all the time. Why it gotta be so hot in here? It ain't hot in here. Sit down.
Now,
put a t-shirt on.
As an older gentleman, man, I find myself cold.
Really?
Instead of Big Sweet, they used to call me Big Sweat because I sweated all the time. And man, but nowadays, as an older, I don't know if it's the blood thinners I'm on or something, man. But now at night I gotta have it cold. It's not like a cold.
No, I like a cold night too. I like a cold night
being
too.
Under a cover, man, that's the best sleep. Yeah.
I love it. I'll be right back. I gotta go get a spoon real quick.
I cannot sleep when it's warm. Did that stat show how many years running UCLA was number one? I think it's been 4 or 5 the past 4 or 5 years.
Oh my God. You guys are doing good, man. It's good. That's good banter. Love it. Keep it rolling, baby. Keep it rolling. I love the banter. Bobby, you're doing a great job.
I was gonna say, did it show? I think UCLA is like 3 or 4 years running now, number one school. 3 or 4 years straight.
Because it's gonna fall off the earth pretty soon. We got all that shaking going on
California treats their teachers and professors really well too. I'm sure that helps.
I'm a witness. My wife is a retired school principal. She's awesome. Got the best benefits you ever want to see.
Wow. That's good stuff.
CalSTRS, Los Angeles Unified School District.
Austin works for the Athletic.
Okay.
He covers mostly all Michigan, so you know.
I think over the years I've spoken to him before.
Probably, he's a good guy.
Yeah, Austin sounds familiar.
Then he says, if you add the most living Michigan grads to a massive amount of Walmart Wolverines, no other university has more fans. So just wanted you to know that. Thanks, Benny. Appreciate that, bro.
Hey, Walmart.
Hey, we have. Wait a minute. You probably wait a minute. UCLA probably don't have no Walmart fans, but we got Walmart Wolverines. We love them.
Yeah.
They count.
No, you know, I'm talking some of America's elite: Beverly Hills, Brentwood. You know, yes, I'm speaking some of America's elite individuals.
I'm just saying, man, you better count everybody. Everybody count.
Bel Air, Beverly Hills, Brentwood.
Horty-torty. I get it. Horty-torty. Horty-torty.
Yeah. You know, I just wanted to mention that.
Yes, I got you.
Actors, actresses, filmmakers, you know.
You got Austin? Yeah, you got Austin. Is it Friday or is it Sunday? Oh, I got my Friday. 25 miles in. Got my 25 miles in this week.
Did you? Okay.
Got them all in. That's 50 miles in 2 weeks.
That's great, man. Congrats, man. I did good too. I had a good salad today.
Nice.
And I'm proud of myself.
It's good.
We had a show last night and got one tomorrow. You did.
We're going to talk about that later on.
Yeah. And Belleville. I like Belleville.
Belleville's a nice place, isn't it?
I like Belleville.
Yeah,
I've been there before, but yesterday something about it just kind of stood out. I was like, I could do Belleville.
I got you.
This is the M Zone.
And welcome back to the M Zone. Jamie Morris, my man Bobby Toth on the other side, carrying the stick with us. And you know we got the big guy in the middle, our center, our leader, Big Sweet Larry Lee.
Bobby's rocking to something, man. He's been bobbing his head awful lot, man.
He got the intro music.
The intro music every time.
He doesn't play the intro. He doesn't play it.
He's bobbing his head.
Joining us as a special guest, we needed him to come on because he's got a little more information than we do, and that would be Austin Meeks from the Athletic. What's up, Austin? How you doing, man?
Hey, Jamie, what's going on? Busy day today.
Here comes the boom, Austin. Austin, I got to ask the question because, you know, both of our rivals, our in-state rival, as well as our rival, Ohio State, said this was going to be the day. This was going to be the boom. This is when it all ends for Michigan. Is that true? Is it all ended? I know it's. Now, we've set a path. The NCAA set a path for Michigan for reparations and different things like that. But is the boom happening?
I mean, this was it. I don't know if it's a boom. I don't know if it's a hammer. But this was it. I mean, there's nothing else coming. We've been waiting for this for 2 years to have some resolution on this. And the people who built this up, like the NCAA was going to nuke Michigan's program, clearly are disappointed today. I I don't think anybody who looked at it objectively expected that the NCAA was going to, give Michigan the death penalty or postseason bans or all of that. I never thought that was going to happen. It played out, I think, pretty similar to how I expected it to. Although I got to say, the fine was a lot bigger than I thought it'd be. Now I was looking at Tennessee, $8 million. And I thought, maybe Michigan will get $10 million.
Yeah.
It's going to be more than that. I mean, it's going to be
significantly
20, $30 million.
Right.
Yeah, a lot of money.
Again, you're listening to Austin Meeks from The Athletic. Austin, I mean, look, here's the thing. You said it, and you said it like that. I mean, did they satisfy the majority of people? I get it. East Lansing, no, they're not going to satisfy them. Columbus, you're not going to satisfy them. But they satisfy, and you had the head of the NCAA say, I mean, you're going back on your word if you eliminated games and different things like that, or take the national championship away, because he said they won fair and square, right?
Yeah, no, I mean, there was never any possibility that anything the NCAA did today was going to satisfy everybody. It was impossible. There were going to be people outside of Michigan who felt like the punishment was just a slap on the wrist. There were going to be people at Michigan who felt like this was all a witch hunt. That was inevitable. I think, it ended up about the only way it could end up. There was no way the NCAA could take away the national championship, because the NCAA doesn't give out the national championship.
Right.
That's the CFP. That's their decision. They weren't going to take it away. Could the NCAA technically have forced Michigan to vacate some regular season wins? They could theoretically have done that, although we talked to the committee member today who said, really, that's just a punishment for teams that use ineligible players.
Yeah, that's what
not
I read.
Really applicable.
I read that.
Not
That's
really
what
applicable.
I read.
Yep. So I think the committee really felt like they were kind of limited in terms of the tools at their disposal to really punish Michigan. So they just kept adding on to that fine. That's how it looked to me. It's like, well, let's find another way we can add a few million onto this fine.
Austin, you talked about, the money and different things like that. How much does that hurt Michigan? And they went after recruiting too. They did some reductions in recruiting and different things like that too, trying to stabilize, make them feel the pain somehow, right?
Yeah, I think the recruiting restrictions will, those will show up. You'll see some effects from those. It's not insignificant. The money's certainly not insignificant, although, I don't know, in this era of college sports, like, it seems like college football teams just kind of print money. So I'm not feeling like anybody at Michigan is, completely devastated by this, although I'm sure it's going to pose some challenges. I just think, to find the recruiting penalties, and then the suspension for Sharon Moore is that's not insignificant. Michigan's going to be without Sharon Moore for 2 games this year, which we knew, and then the additional game next season. But also, I think honestly, from Michigan's perspective, that's probably a win too.
Is it the first game? Is it mandatory first game, Austin?
My understanding that yes, first game of 2026.
Okay, so
which right now is against Western Michigan.
Is it worthwhile them trying to appeal it just because having the coach there for, I don't know, visibility internationally? I don't know how much of a difference that makes to trying to recruit international fans, but is there any value to trying to get him suspended for a different game?
Yeah, that's an interesting question. My sense of it is that game in Germany may not be completely a done deal.
Okay.
Because I know it sort of came out a little bit. They sort of jumped the gun a little bit on the first reports about it, and they were still working on finalizing the deal. And I do wonder if this plays into that at all. That it would be kind of awkward for Michigan to go play a game in Germany and not have Sharon Moore on the sideline. I don't know how all of that will play in terms of appealing it. I don't know the answer to that. I think it's certainly possible that Michigan could, but I also think they probably recognize that if Sherrone Moore gets out of this with a 3-game suspension, he gets to coach against Oklahoma, I think was, a priority for Michigan. And I think they probably will ultimately be able to come to terms with that.
Just money's pretty minor in their eyes. I imagine.
It ain't minor. Yeah. Austin, again, you're listening to Austin Meeks from The Athletic. Austin, the NCAA did not publish this or say anything about this. There's somebody at the table that deserves an apology, isn't there? I mean, if you think about it, the linebacker coach, Chris Partridge, he was kind of exonerated, but it wasn't told that he would. I mean, he got fired because U of M player said he reportedly told him the NCAA he was instructed by Partridge to lie to the investigators. I mean, I'm just asking that question. They never brought Partridge up, or his name never came up. And you remember the big thing. He was told that he was telling players to delete their phones and everything like that. Where do we stand with that?
Well, yeah, I just put that on Twitter, actually, because I was reading the ruling, and it did kind of strike me that, I mean, tell me if I'm forgetting about anybody, but as far as I know, Chris Partridge is still the only person at Michigan who actually got fired for any of it.
Yeah, that's
Connor
right.
Stalions
You are
would
right.
have gotten fired.
No, he did not get fired.
But he resigned, right? Yeah. But Chris Partridge got fired, and when you read that ruling, like of all the people who come up in that ruling, Chris Partridge is honestly the guy who comes out of it the cleanest, because they say in that ruling that they were not able to substantiate the allegation that he interfered with the investigation.
Exactly.
He was accused of trying to influence a player's interview with the NCAA, and Partridge said, all I did was tell him to hire a lawyer. And the NCAA says that basically they agree with Partridge. They can't find any evidence to substantiate it. So, yeah, I mean, I do in a way feel bad for him because, yeah, he paid as big a price as anybody for this. And it looks like he was, one of the least guilty people of everybody who shows up in that room.
Well, yeah, he is. He's one of the least guilty people. I mean, he's not guilty. From what I read and looked at this, I mean, thank you, Mark Dotson. I mean, Chris Partridge is cleaner than clean. I mean, the things that he was accused of. Look, I don't know about you, but maybe somebody should send him a letter of apology or something, right?
Well, or something, yeah.
Or something. Hey, money can tell you I'm sorry. More money can tell anybody you're sorry. I'll take the money. You ain't got to send me an apology. Just send me the money. I get it. I'll take it.
That's what I'd rather have. Yeah, that's what I'd rather have. I don't know. It even felt at the time that one just felt. I think there was some pressure on Michigan probably to, really make it look like they were taking seriously any additional allegations that came out.
Well, yeah,
but that's what makes these things so hard. I can tell you this from reporting on all this stuff. Like, you hear stuff and it's so easy, to just think what's going on. But sometimes it takes 2 years, to actually figure out the facts, and even then you still have questions.
It just drives me crazy with that. Chris Partridge, I feel bad for him now. I mean, we never know what really happened, and no one's ever come out. And I figured it would come out here, and nothing comes out. And he's the guy he's the one that told the players to delete the text messages and don't talk to the investigators. And he told them to lie to the investigators and everything like that. And now, Austin, they don't even say anything about him, man.
I mean, it's in there. But the thing is, the ruling is, 20 pages long at least. So you got to read, through 10,000 words to actually get to the part about him. So, it takes you a whole day just to sort of process everything that's in there. And a lot of stuff gets buried. I agree. Like, that's not the thing that anybody's really talking about today. It's not the first thing that anybody's going to care about. But, for him, probably a pretty important thing to have been cleared of that charge.
Well, everybody wants to be exonerated. If you're accused and everything like that, and Chris Partridge was drugged through the mud. I mean, you think about this. This was when, Partridge was, we were going to court to get Jim to be able to coach at the Penn State game and all of that. And then everything happened and this was thrown thrown out there. Partridge told this not to do this and that. And all of a sudden, guess what? They didn't help Jim out. This happened and that happened. I went, whoa, okay. Well, Partridge told the kids not to do anything. Okay. I wasn't there to see it, so I believe what somebody said. Again, you can't believe what everybody says.
Yeah. I feel bad for Chris Partridge. One person I don't feel bad for in all of this is Jim Harbaugh.
Well, no, you don't. No. Jim Harbaugh is, and I'm not saying he's laying back, got his legs crossed, and he's getting a tan. Jim Harbaugh is doing what he loves. He's coaching football. Mm-hmm. He's getting ready to play in the NFL soon. Okay, so Jim Harbaugh does he care about not being able to come back to college football until 2038? I don't think that's in his mind right now.
Do you think if Harbaugh was still here, how much that would affect the repercussions? Like, would they have punished Harbaugh more severely but let the program and the university off less? Do you think it would have affected their decision much?
I mean, if Jim Harbaugh was still here, if he was still coaching Michigan right now, he wouldn't be coaching Michigan this season.
Right?
Okay.
He would have gotten suspended. They would have hammered him on a suspension.
Jim Harbaugh would have been bought out, and he still would have been coaching somewhere else. And yes, he may not be able to coach somewhere else because
he's got
football.
His do not participate. I guess my question was, if he was here to be fully suspended, do you think they would have still imposed the other penalties on Michigan?
Yeah, somebody asked that on the NCAA call today, sort of a different version of that question. Like, if Jim Harbaugh was still here, would the punishment have been harder? Would Michigan have gotten a postseason ban? Partly because, there's a lot of people out there who think, maybe with good reason, that the NCAA kind of had it out for Jim Harbaugh. I don't know. I mean, I think certainly if Jim Harbaugh was in the jurisdiction of the NCAA, they would have tried to punish him with everything they had, because they've got a pretty clear pattern here of him not cooperating with NCAA investigations, and you can feel however you want about the NCAA and their process, and a lot of people don't think very highly of it, including Jim Harbaugh. But that's the system that was in place at the time that he was the coach here. It's a big part of the reason why he's not the coach here anymore, because Jim Harbaugh and the NCAA never went together very well.
So what do you think the end of this? What does it signify? What does it say about that past football team and everything that comes with it? A national championship came with it also, but what comes of this from the NCAA?
I mean, I think what comes of it is that nobody now can ever take away that national championship. Nobody could before, and I never thought that was going to happen. But I think that this cements it, that all of the penalties here are forward-looking. They're not looking back and trying to change anything that happened in the past. And that championship season, that 15-0 record, all of that I think is safe forever. And there's always going to be people who feel like it's tainted just because this was happening at the time. And I think I get that. I understand that. That's how I would feel if I was a fan of a different school. But at the end of the day, I think the record and the championship and the trophies and all of that, it's safe. It's going to be in the trophy case forever, and it's not something that anybody's ever going to be able to take away.
Again, you're listening to Austin Meeks from The Athletic. Austin, do you think that the NCAA was thinking that the big fine that they gave Michigan was going to hurt them from a revenue sharing with the athletes and everything. Maybe that will, hurt recruiting also.
Well, it's a good question, and it depends on how Michigan handles that fine. That's probably going to be a conversation, with the athletic department and with the university administration. If the athletic department has to cover all of that lost revenue somehow, then potentially it could impact the money that's available for revenue sharing and a lot of other things. If Central Campus comes in and says, look, we'll help you, we'll loan you the money basically to cover this, and maybe you pay us back over time or something like that. That's kind of my guess about what will happen. Then you may see some effects, but I don't think it's just going to be like now all of a sudden Michigan can't get players anymore because it doesn't have money for revenue sharing. I don't expect that to happen.
No, I never thought that. I'm just saying they did a wow. Did you just see, I just saw this. It says Michigan to appeal NCAA ruling. Interesting. So looks like they're gonna fight.
I'm curious if they're if they're appealing everything or if they're appealing something specific.
I think it's Sharon. It may be Sharon's 1 game extra suspension.
But nowadays, isn't everything fought? I mean, that's just par for the course, right?
Right.
You don't just accept it and walk away. You just fight it, and you might end up getting something back. It's worth the cause. It's worth the try.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think there's some thought of like, you appeal it, it probably gets tied up for a while. It's not like, all of a sudden you got to come up with this money. Maybe you end up settling it for a little bit less than what it looks like right now. I don't know. I won't be surprised if Michigan appeals some parts of this, and maybe the whole thing too. I don't know.
We got a great example of that being done on another arena, but all the go to court, let it ride in court, and that kind. You know where I'm leading with this without saying it. Yeah. So that's what's going on that upper in politics.
Right.
We have someone that loves to sue, that keeps things in the court, and they ride out, and he might win a few, but that's the sign of the times today, correct?
The more you fight it in court, the more appealing them giving you a slightly better deal at the end. Yeah.
So do you wait a minute? Now, here's the question, Austin, to you primarily: is it a bad look going? You don't want, and Don Canham said this: don't let a 1-day story turn into a 2-day story. You know what I'm saying? If you got what you want, walk away. But if you appeal, is this a good idea to appeal? I get it. Big Sweet says you tie it up in court. It may not come to fruition until after that game, after the first game, next year's first game. Not this year's. I'm talking about next year, 2026 first game. And he gets to go, and he gets the coach, right?
Yeah, I just think everybody's so ready to be done with this right now.
Right.
That I don't think Michigan has much to lose by appealing. And I totally see what you're saying, that, you appeal it, you drag it out, it's back in the news again maybe. But I also just think, I can only speak for myself, I guess, but I'm at the point where this thing where, Michigan, you want to appeal, great.
Right.
Let us know if you get that extra game knocked off the suspension, great. But I just feel like this is the conclusion of this story. And it's just really, I don't think people really have a lot of appetite to keep this story going any longer. And the rest of it's just going to be kind of procedural in my mind.
I think I agree with that. I'm just saying the sign of the times, and, what's going on. And sometimes I feel that attorneys have to prove their knowledge. Sometimes, they how am I trying to say this?
Let me fight for you. Let me show you I'm worth the millions of dollars you're paying me for to try and get you out of this.
Or let me prove to you, and I'm an attorney.
We got a great law school. We got a great law school. You know we do.
So I don't know. That's just fodder. That's not realistic or anything. But it's just fodder, for conversation.
Austin, I got you here, and I know we were talking. The main reason I got you here was for the NCAA dropping the boom on us. Should I say bang on us? How's things going in camp? What are they looking like? And if you know anything, let us know.
Yeah, man. Being around those guys in camp, like I know some of the stuff's been swirling out there, and Sherrone Moore was asked about it earlier this week. I get the sense that the team has been pretty locked in, and this stuff hasn't really been a distraction. I got to imagine it's probably a little bit of a relief in some ways to have this ruling out there now, and it's not hanging over the program anymore. But I really think like this team, Michigan over the years has gotten pretty good at avoiding distractions and tuning out distractions, and I think this team. The vibe we've gotten from them in camp is that they really feel confident that this team is ready to take a step forward, that Bryce Underwood is ready to lead the team, that these running backs they have are going to be really good, and the defense is going to be really good. So I get a good feeling from this team in camp, that this is going to be a young team that's going to maybe go through some ups and downs, especially on offense, but there's a lot of optimism in terms of the upside and the ceiling for the team, especially as Underwood gets better.
Well, I hope anything. I guess my question is anything with the quarterbacks, and how's the offensive line coming along? And we really look forward to seeing the team, but I guess. Are they knocking heads? Have they caught up? Has the offense caught up with the defense?
I don't know if they've completely caught up. I'd be surprised, frankly, if the offense is on the same level as the defense right now. But I do think maybe they've closed the gap a little bit. It sounds like the offensive line, they really like the competition they have at some of those spots. The places where they don't have a starter named yet, it's not necessarily like they don't have a guy. It might be that they have two guys that they feel pretty good about. So I think that offensive line is still going to be a work in progress. I think the quarterback's still going to be a work in progress. But I feel like that offense is starting to kind of maybe find a little bit of its identity, at least at this stage. But ultimately, that's something they're going to have to find on the field, under the lights in the game.
Well, Austin, we really appreciate you coming on, being a part of the M Zone, and we got to get together so we can figure out what day we're going to put you on, because I don't want to mess up your schedule, but you let me know what's a better day. So I'll get in touch with you later next week sometime.
All right, man. Let's do it. Sounds good.
That's Austin Meeks from The Athletic. As you heard, boom.
Great insight.
Yeah, no boom, but he got a little bang in there, I'll tell you, but we'll figure it out. Yeah. We're going to go to a break, and when we come back, we got the Angel of the Big House coming on. You're listening to the M Zone on the Big 1050.
So I'm trying to be a good boy. I'm taking my daughter out to dinner.
You're a good man. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
I hated salad for lunch.
Okay.
So I don't know if I can duplicate a salad for dinner.
Well, you ain't gotta duplicate that. That's when you have your meal. That's when you get your protein. That's when you get go get your meal. You go get your meal. Yeah, you good.
All right. We're going to where are we going? Longhorn Steakhouse or something.
Nice. That's good. Do that, man. Get you some protein.
I love a good baked potato.
He's so funny.
Yeah. Oh my God. It's good to see her. I haven't seen her in a minute.
Rogers. are also attending.
Rogers.
Rick Rogers. You got Angelique backstage.
Oh. I haven't talked to Angelique in a long time.
Yeah, Dave went to the Robbie went to the bathroom. Hi, Angelique. I know. Hold on for a second. I'll talk to you right now. I'm going to tell you that my boy went to the bathroom. Bobby went to the bathroom. He'll be right back to let you in. Not the bathroom.
Well, unisex bathroom nowadays.
What? They do that shit. Excuse me. They do that in Canada. You know they do that in Canada. I hate those bathrooms, man.
You know what? Now I'm talking 1979 at UCLA.
Right.
That was we had dorm floors, guys, girls, and every now and then the showers would break down, and you could shower. It was unisex showers at UCLA.
They had that at Michigan. I tell you, we had none of that at Michigan. We be acting stupid. That'd be stupid.
And that's a true story.
I'm just saying that ain't
unisex bathrooms in the 70s and showers at UCLA.
Hey, that didn't happen in the 80s. I ain't gonna lie about that. We ain't do nothing like that.
That's how liberal that California thing is, man.
Bobby, get Angelique through here, she's right there. She's right there. She's in there. See her? She's waving at you. There you are. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Great.
Hey, Angelique, how are you?
How are you? Good. How are you?
You know Larry Lee?
I like the hat.
We met years ago. Former Lions and the Lions stuff. Yeah.
He's being inundated, Angelique. We got him.
Oh, by what?
Wait a minute.
He's a UCLA Bruin.
Right. And don't you forget it.
Oh, I never forgot. But our quarterback's in Belleville. That's what he said yesterday. Jamie.
So, Angelique, are you a Wolverine as well?
No, I'm from Cincinnati. I went to the University of Cincinnati.
Okay, well, I'm a Dayton, Ohio boy. Dayton, Ohio, born and raised.
My father was from Dayton. He played at. He was at Fairview.
Oh, my first wife went to Fairview.
Yeah, now it doesn't exist anymore. I don't think.
No, it's not there. I went to Roosevelt and Roth.
Did you ever go to?
It's coming back.
Did you ever go to the Golden Nugget Pancake House?
Oh, did I?
That's my aunt and uncle's place. That was my aunt and uncle's place.
Oh, wow. All the time. Yeah.
It was good. Good stuff.
Yes. That's out by Caroline Towers out that way. Kettering.
Kettering, that's right. Dorothy Lane.
Yes.
Kiwi Street.
Jamie, wow. You can't get away from Dayton, Ohio, man.
Dayton, Ohio! Did you know everything was created in Dayton, Ohio? If you listen to Big Sweet, it's all Dayton, Ohio's fault.
Just the truth, Angelique. Just
all the good
truth.
Ones.
That's right.
That's
just the truth.
Yeah, whatever.
Aviation.
I'm ready.
That's right. What was that? Candy.
This is the M Zone.
And welcome back to the M Zone. Jamie Morris, my man Bobby Tooth on the other side. Toth, not Tooth, Toth. And we got the big sweet himself, Larry Lee, the center of attention himself. And joining us, it's just a special thing, Angelique Chingales, the angel of the big house. Look at that. He's applauding you. Larry, hey, look, Larry's giving you nothing but justice right now.
You know why? You know what I just learned?
Yeah, I know. I mean, really? Did you have to tell him that? You're a Skyline babe. Just
you
tell him
Skyline
babe.
Skyline chili. But when you want a real good food, where do you have to go? Dayton, Ohio.
Oh, my God.
Great food in Dayton, Ohio.
You remember Esther Price Candy?
Yes, do I? Esther Price Candy. Oh, Jay, we got an ongoing thing about Dayton, Ohio, Angelique. And Jamie.
The automobile was really made. The airplane was really flown at Dayton, Ohio.
Come on,
Right,
yes.
Brothers, they're from Dayton, Ohio.
They
But
are.
why were they in Kitty Hawk flying the first flight? I'm just saying.
Funk music. They don't know all the history of the funk music.
That's right. That's right.
Land of Funk. Okay, don't get me started, Jamie. I'm trying to be good here, but I do have help here.
I got you. No. Angelique is a great Cincinnati, Ohio, Southern Ohio kind of girl.
Amen.
Southwestern Ohio.
She's a Hall of Famer. That's what we could.
Oh, right.
A Hall of Famer.
Absolutely.
Right. Mm-hmm.
That being said, Angelique,
you can go now, Jamie. Now that we got the particulars out.
Oh my God. Okay, I can go now. Go ahead. Angelique, you know what happened. Today's a day of boom. When you talk to the Spartans, when you talk to the Buckeyes, it was boom day. I called it boom day. I said, "Oh, we're gonna get." Ooh, I'm shaking. All of a sudden, now it seems like when you talk to people in that area, and I did talk to a lot of people in Ohio, I got cussed out. That being said, y'all got a slap on the wrist. Was that really a slap on the wrist, though, Angelique, when you think about it? 2 years.
Jamie, after I got on the conference call with the NCAA at 1:00 and you listened to everything they said, I mean, it's violation after violation that they said they found.
Mm-hmm.
And then they say, well, but there was no postseason ban. Nope, no vacated wins. Nothing. It does sound like Michigan got a gift in a way. I mean, they set it up the way they talked about it. I mean, this is, all these things that happen, Connor Stallions and throwing his phone in the pond and everything that went on. Yes, I think Michigan, now Michigan's appealing. So now they've just announced that they're appealing.
What is I don't get that. Maybe they're appealing for Sharon to go to the first game next year.
Well, they're not specific in
Right.
there, but I suspect it's that. I don't know if they self impose the 2 games. I can't imagine that they are appealing that.
No.
But they're not clear on what exactly they're appealing, but they're appealing, and that can be a lengthy process.
That's a lot of money, though, Angelique. We're talking $20 to $30 million. That could be. I mean, right?
I guess you're going to be seeing advertising in the stadium soon or something.
That would let me say that would satisfy that money.
Well, there's a lot of money they've talked about. I mean, in this penalty,
Mm-hmm.
and then like you said, I mean, this is not even thinking about all the money they've spent on lawyers during the 2 investigations,
Mm-hmm.
and now this appeal. So there's a lot of money going out, and I know Michigan has a lot of money, but it's separate. The athletic department's separate. And they've got revenue sharing now. I mean, this is going to be really interesting to see how Ward Manuel juggles all this.
I chalk the appeals as just a sign of the times. That's just what people do nowadays. They just appeal any and every decision ever handed down. Sign of the times.
Yeah, that could be that. And they want their voices heard. They're saying they're questioning the interpretation of bylaws. So I'm assuming they questioned that during the COI hearing for the 2 days in Indy, but clearly aren't satisfied with I would imagine a lot of the wording in this report and findings. But I just wish they were clear about what exactly it is they want to appeal.
Look, I agree with Big Sweet. Maybe they want to be able to get Sharon to get to Germany, not miss that first game, because that's an important game too, going international, and he's not allowed to be with his team. I mean, come on.
Yeah. I think that's probably it.
Nothing ventured, nothing gained.
Yeah. Exactly.
So why not?
Mm-hmm.
Why not try it? You might get more than you even bargained for or
that's
thought.
A good point.
They might can live right now. They might be even happy or they can live with the decisions.
Mm-hmm.
But what the heck? Let's just try it. We might get something back.
And You look. We're in the period of the NIL, and that being said, like you said, Angelique, where are they gonna get this money? They were trying to figure out where they're gonna get that $20.5 million too, and they got to find the money. And like you said, maybe you open up some commercialism inside the stadium. Maybe you do something that is aggressive, not overly aggressive, but a little aggressive. You know what I'm saying?
I think that's a really slippery thing, because that's one where, wow, look how much money we got from just a little bit of advertising just to make up for this fine. What if we start doing more advertising and they'll just get a ton of money? I'm worried that's gonna.
Here's the thing: you do it everywhere else. You got it in Chrysler Arena. You got it in Yost. You got it in Yost. You got advertising everywhere. Now, hey, give it to your moneymaker. Let your moneymaker make money, right?
Yeah, I guess it was
you're going to have a concert. You're going to do a
it.
concert in it. You're doing a damn concert. I mean, come on.
True.
You might as well get it going. I mean.
Yeah, I've told you my theory before. I mean, it just doesn't. I don't want to see ads on the stadium field, on the field.
No,
that
that's
bothers
true.
me. But
no.
When I was at Ohio Stadium last year, I made a point to look at all of the ad, and there is a lot of advertising around the stadium. But once I made a point of looking for it, I never saw it again.
Right.
It was not. It
wasn't overzealous. It wasn't.
No, I looked at the scoreboard and I saw down in distance and time and the time clock. That's what I saw. I didn't see a Burger King ad or whatever was on there.
We've all been trained to see ads as background noise visually.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's me as I don't think it would be offensive. Now, I mean, maybe Ward's been building toward this. Maybe he's got the money in the coffers. I don't know. But this is a lot of money.
That is a great point. It is a lot of money. It is a lot of money. They came at Angelique, everybody was thinking the old days. The death, they were going to give us the death sentence. They were going to take everything away, take recruiting away, kick kids off teams, different things like that. That's what everybody was looking for. At least the two areas of the country that I'm talking about, that would be East Lansing and Columbus.
Mm-hmm.
They were thinking the death penalty, taking all this money, it really, it hurts Michigan a little bit. Michigan's, like you said, Michigan athletics is self-sufficient, usually. Right. But now, like you said, where are they going to get all this money? And
it doesn't hurt like a postseason ban, though, or vacating the 2023 or 21, 22, 23 season.
You didn't play with ineligible players.
Right. I mean, that was
right.
I never thought vacating wins was on the table. Having looked at and talking to all these lawyers who's been part of COI hearings, I thought postseason ban was on the table. I thought it would be, if they consult their penalty matrix, if they found this, it would be in this box that corresponds, and they don't usually really they don't get out of that box. They don't change their minds.
Does Tony Petitti's letter that went to that committee, does it change things? Because Tony Petitti needs Michigan. You know it as well as I do. He needs Michigan to be Michigan somewhat. And for him to get Michigan no more not bans or getting punished anymore, that helps the Big Ten.
Sure it does. I mean, and he had to do it. I think every conference commissioner does that when there's a team in their conference in trouble with the NCAA. And that's the other thing I think that people keep forgetting is that the Big Ten did what the NCAA can't do, and that's penalize in real time. Right. I mean, so Jim Harbaugh served the 3 games at the end of the 2023 regular season. Now it's when you read this report, it's more about Harbaugh didn't cooperate. He didn't sit for interviews. He didn't give them emails, and they can't really make the connection because they don't have all the information. So that's more what Jim's role in this report is, I think. But I mean, the Big Ten suspended him. So he did have a major penalty, but
wait a minute. They didn't suspend Jim because of that. They suspended Jim because he was what was the violation? It was called unfair act or something like that, right?
Sportsmanship policy.
That's what it was. Yeah. Yes. So I mean, they didn't call it what it was, Angelique. Right. That's what I'm saying. I mean,
they had to do what they could in their manual. That's the only thing that Tony Petitti had at his fingertips that he could use to punish Michigan and punish Jim Harbaugh. But no, I keep I keep thinking about what they said on that conference call, and it's just, I do think Michigan, yes, it's a lot of money, but I think ultimately this was not significant in the big scheme of things.
You said something very interesting a second ago. You think they sat back and did nothing during this 2-year period? They were building their coffers, wondering what, not knowing what it might be. They might have more money than sitting on the side waiting, for larger than what the penalty was, because it being proactive.
Well, I mean, look, they've got this concert, as Jamie mentioned, and I think at the Regents meeting in June, Ward said they're going to make like $1.5 million on that. They brought in liquor sales last year, and I think it's $2.3 million they made selling alcohol in the stadium.
Yep.
So they definitely were making some inroads on
being proactive.
Getting some. Yeah, and frankly, you should use the stadium for more things. I mean, instead of just football games, I think you should have more concerts. You should have hockey games like they've had. And just different ways to make money.
Games. Make a record. Do that again.
Exactly.
Call it that. Angelique, I would be remiss in defending someone the only guy that got in trouble, the only guy that got fired because of this incident, and he really didn't get. He should have got an apology. His name did not get mentioned late, but I'm talking about Chris Partridge. I mean,
reason. Well, Jamie, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but another reason they got to have more money. I got to believe that he'll revisit a wrongful lawsuit, firing.
Exactly.
I mean, so that's going to be more money. But no, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, I'm saying Chris Partridge, he's deserving. The NCAA should even apologize. I mean, they all should apologize because that man didn't do anything. When you find out, you figure it out. He really didn't do anything. He didn't tell those kids not to. He told them to get lawyers. That's what he told them.
That's very responsible advice. And
that is good advice.
I mean, that's the best thing. You don't need to talk to a grown man and who needs to interview you. Do I need a lawyer? I mean, that's the thing. And he doesn't. I mean, yes, he fell on his feet and it was good, but I just saying he needs to be acknowledged.
No, that's true. I mean, that is like a glaring thing in this report is like, where's Chris Partridge? I mean, I'm still sort of confused exactly why Denard got 3-year show cause, but I mean, that seemed a little random, but just the number. I get that they found him in violation, but I mean, it's just the NCAA has never made sense to people how they weigh in on different things, and they still don't make sense. But I think ultimately what I might take away from today is that the NCAA just doesn't have the power it used to have. Like, I mean, in the old days, they would have, I think, suspended, they would have given Michigan a couple-year postseason ban. I think the CFP and television runs the show.
They do.
They like to have their schools. I mean, they like to have Michigan, Ohio State, Texas out there. And I think
brought them a lot of money over these past 4 years. So, I mean, let's think about that.
Right. And I think Charlie Baker's comment, the whole fair and square thing, I think that
hampered them.
Handcuff.
Yeah, it hampered them. They couldn't say anything.
It was tough for them to well, okay, he said this, and in whatever context it was in, exactly, he still said it. And I think that handcuffed the NCAA a little bit.
Wow. So we get an appeal. We move. Why keep it going? Why? And Don Canham. The Don Canham quote I'm going to give you.
I know you. It's right too.
Why are we let a 1-day story? We turn it into like another 2-day story. Why? Let it go. It's time to let it go.
Sign of the times.
It is. And but with the additional game, why would they put it for next year? Why not just get it done now? Because then it's going to carry over to next year. If he has to, then everybody's got to revisit why Sharon isn't at the first game. And it's because of the NCAA violations.
they really want to punish him, Angelique, you know what game to suspend him in this year. You know. I mean, if they really wanted to do something, chop it up, it would be that Oklahoma game.
Absolutely.
It would be that Oklahoma game. Look, you can stay with the 2 and say you can't coach at Oklahoma. Mm-hmm. You can do you can pick the other one, but you're not coaching in Oklahoma.
Yeah. No, that was pretty bold to cherry pick what games you're going to self-impose. It really, I mean, in the Nebraska game on the road, the Big Ten opener is a big deal. That is a big game. That's a huge game.
Nebraska's circling that one, baby.
I also chalk it up to sometimes attorneys like to prove themselves, like to prove that they're smart. Mm-hmm. Like to prove that they're we're attorneys and we just can't accept that. Sign of the times. I put it all in that sign of the times bubble. Sign of the times. No one just sits back and accepts anything anymore, Jamie.
No, that's true.
So, Angelique, you think, and I trust you because you follow this a long time. You knew about stuff that we didn't know. So I'm asking you, you really think this was a slap on the wrist? Look, it's a slap on the wrist. Michigan got away, but Michigan got, it's a lot of money they got to pay. It's probably the largest fine that they've done to a program, right? Yeah, but they still got a slap on the wrist.
A slap on the wrist in terms of the punishments, I think. I mean, all you heard about was hammer's coming. I don't think they got the hammer.
Jim Harbaugh did get hammered. He can't coach. He can't coach in the college football in 2023.
Until
he knew that. That's why he left. He knew that. He knew that was coming.
Well, yeah, I would think so. I mean, if Jim was back, it would have been really interesting to see how many games he would have been suspended. Exactly. That would have been fascinating.
That's why he wanted guaranteed money. Remember?
Yeah,
he wanted guaranteed money. Right. Let's be honest.
It was very
no matter what happens, I get my money. That's all.
Exactly.
That's why Pete Carroll left USC. Same scenario. They knew the hammer was coming down.
He sure did. He sure did. And but. Yeah, I mean, I think, but ultimately Michigan has been tainted by this. I mean, Michigan's been, people dragging Michigan through all sorts of mud the last couple of years because of this. So it's not like they've completely skated. I mean, their reputation took a little bit of a ding here, I think. And they've had to deal with all the cheater talk and everything. And I don't think it's going to go away. Although I will say this, I think sometimes we're very provincial and talking to reporters out other parts of the country, they don't think about this. They don't care, do they? They don't care. Did not care because they moved on.
Right.
So I do think sometimes that we're all so focused that we lose sight that a lot of people just don't care. I mean, this will be national news because everything that happens in Michigan football, it becomes national news, and rightfully so. That it's a big news story, but I just don't think it moves the needle that much anywhere else but in this region.
Well, I think it's Ann Arbor, it's East Lansing, and it's Columbus. Those are the regions where it's at. Everybody wanted to know. We were talking to Bobby will tell you, here come the boom tomorrow.
This man was fired up. He was ready for it because we thought we might get the report yesterday. It's like, no, it's coming tomorrow. It's going to be huge. I mean, yeah.
And that, you know what? That being said, it's always good to see you. What are you hearing about? What's going on down in the bubble? Down there,
it's hard to say. I mean, Jamie, we don't see practice and you just take the player's word for it. I mean, I've talked to people over there. I think that there should be some cautious optimism regarding Bryce. I mean, he is a freshman, and I think the offensive line is a little bit better than people thought, but I'm still I want to see. Right. And the receivers still want to see. I mean, you got a lot to prove. And the running backs, I think, will be really good. And I think it was probably, a month and a half ago. This is how soon the football starts getting into my head. I had a dream. The first game at Michigan Stadium, Bryce Underwood's under center. He's just handing off every play. Every play he's handing off, and the crowd starts booing, and that's when I woke up. And then I thought, you know what? That's not unreasonable. You got to protect him.
It's not. You know they're going to protect the heck out of him. Yeah.
You got some good running backs. So, so it's, to me, the success of this offense. Yes, it'll be Bryce, but to me, it's more important the offensive line and the.
I knew you were going to say that because it is important. The offensive look, I love that everybody's got belief in Bryce, but for Bryce to do what he needs to do, it's those 5 guys up front.
Absolutely.
And if it last year was a catastrophe, and I get it, but if they had a little time, and those quarterbacks had a little more time, that they could have gotten some balls off downfield.
Sure.
They were getting tackled when they set their feet to throw the ball, and you got to give them just a little bit of time.
And the other thing too, Jamie, is I think this is a tough schedule. A lot of people say, "Oh, look, it's pretty easy." They're not. I don't know. It's like they don't have.
We don't have.
You don't have the cushion of 5 straight home games for a freshman quarterback. That would have been ideal to have all that time at Michigan Stadium at home. You don't have to go on the road. You're not rushing. I think that's really important.
And I don't think about this schedule. No home game. We don't have back-to-back home games all season. What do you? I know. Is that the first time ever? Or I think
it's first time in like bazillion years. Since, probably when Wojo was covering the team in the 20s. So I think that's an important thing, and who knows? We don't know how Bryce is going to do under pressure. We just don't know, and I think we're going to find out. And I think they're probably very disappointed that Mikey Keene's not fully back, because I think that would have been the kind of do the KJJ thing they did in 21 and bring him in. And so I don't know. It's going to be fun to see. It's always fun to see.
Do you cover Lions anymore?
I don't do any Lions, just Michigan football. Okay. Just Michigan football.
I got you, big fella. I got us a Lion guy. Don't worry. We got a Lion guy.
No, that's all right. I just remember Angelique doing some Lion stuff, right?
Yeah, every once in a while.
Yeah.
Every once in a while.
I remember, yeah.
Yeah.
But so Angelique, I gotta know, because we got 2 minutes, so I'm gonna ask you this: is the defense as hot as everybody say? Now, we lost 2 big bulls. And they're in the league now. Okay, can this defensive line and I know these linebackers are good. I know the linebackers are good. That secondary, it's gonna be young, Angelique. It's gonna be real young. But can they? Yeah. Has Wink transformed, and now he understands he's in college, right?
Yeah, I think Wink's. Yeah, I think Sherrone Moore should be very grateful that Wink Martindale's back for another season. I think that's having that continuity, and Wink really got it. He realized he's not coaching 30-year-olds; he's coaching 22-year-olds. So I think that was a big difference. But yeah, I think corner. I think that's an issue still. I mean, I'm still. You mentioned those 2 big guys, KG and Mason, but I know he didn't play the whole season, but Will Johnson's a big loss.
Right.
And having that. And Rod Moore, I think that's still, to me, a really significant story.
What's the time limit on Rob? Is he not coming? He's not going to be ready for the opener.
It sure doesn't sound like it.
Okay.
I mean, you read the tea leaves, and it just sounds like, he told me, July... That last week in July, the golf tournament, he said he was at 85%. So I'm in my head, I'm not a doctor, but I thought, that still seems kind of pushing it to be ready by the start of the season. So, maybe by the start of the Big Ten season, maybe something like that, he's back. But, he had to have that second surgery in December. So for a meniscus issue. But I think he's significant. Having his leadership back there is
big. He's that guy. He's that Mike Samuel still. Mike Samuel still. That's the guy.
He is. Mentally, and just having that leadership approach. But I really like Zeke Berry too. I think he's a strong leader too. So I'm not saying they don't have any leadership back there, but
what's wrong with Bredesen? Bredesen okay? Everything good?
As far as I know.
I'm just asking.
asking. Is he playing defensive back now too?
Well, no. When we're talking leaders now, Bredesen. Yes. He's a returning captain. That's what I'm saying. He's coming back. So we got
but he's on
Bredesen.
the offensive side.
I know. But leaders.
I know. I get it.
Angela, do you know where Wink is from?
He's from Dayton, Ohio.
Are you serious?
We're bringing this back all the way back.
Get this man out of here, Jamie. What are you doing?
Serious? My goodness.
I love you guys.
My God. And a Phillies player was he was from Dayton too.
Keith Byers?
No, not Keith. I'm thinking of the Phillies.
Mike Schmidt.
Yes, thank you. Yes, he was from Dayton also.
Dayton, Ohio.
That's right.
Mike Schmidt.
That's right.
What was the
Why are you helping him out? He doesn't need help. I don't need
She's from Cincinnati. She's from the Natty. She's from over the Rhine. No.
That's right. OTR.
Over the Rhine. That's funny.
What was the
team needs
Tom Clemens?
We need to sign that kid. Your team needs to start signing players on the defensive end. By the way, I'm just letting you know.
You're talking about UC or Dayton or
the Bengals.
The Bengals. Yeah,
they need to start signing players.
Not ready to talk about them yet.
Okay.
No, we don't have to talk about them.
You don't talk about them yet.
You may get your coach. You may get your coach back because old boy's on the hot seat over in Wisconsin. So he may.
Oh, I know.
I'm just letting you know.
Fickle. Every time I saw Luke Fickell at media days, I'm like, you should never have left UC. This is what happened. So,
watch him come crawling back. Yeah. Yep.
I'm just saying, Angelique, we really appreciate you coming on.
Yes.
Thank you. And we'll talk to you later.
Give me a DAYTON. See you later.
Dayton, Ohio.
My goodness. All right. So when we come back on the other side, Bobby, we're going to give him that question that you and I have been debating. Was it a slap on the wrist? Mm-hmm. Did Michigan get a slap on the wrist, or did they get justice today? Did they get dealt justice today? Or did they really get taken care of? I mean, was the
hammer, the boom, the other shoe dropping, whatever you want to call it.
Whatever you want to call it. Did Michigan get justice? Or they get the boom. All of that on the other side. You're listening to the M Zone on the Big 1050.
Boom.
I think they did go soft on Michigan. They did go soft on Michigan, bro. I'm just telling you. They get that, dude. I'm telling you, they need Michigan in football. They need Michigan in football. Whether it's love, you either love them, they hate them, they do whatever. People know.
I agree with that. Once again, the number one rivalry and everything. They can't have, half a rivalry.
Right.
Yeah. So.
I think.
But it's good to be in that position.
It is. It is.
It's good to have it have it on lock. Like, but Angelique said something we all knew too.
Right.
It's all about the money. All about you said that before she did. And
CFP ain't gonna let. Wait a minute. The NCAA don't have the power that they used to have.
That they used to have. Exactly.
They don't have that power. They just don't.
No. It's all about the mighty dollar, man.
So that's how they're making their money. They're gonna build more suites.
Today's times, 25 million for a major institution is not a big deal.
You're right.
That's not a big deal.
They're gonna build new suites. I'm gonna say Hadley. I would have said Hadley over there with the wireless, but it's a good thing you had John. I saw that. I was like, oh, I better check this. Dude, these people, Kenneth cracking me up, man. He said Jim Harbaugh would coach high school teams for free before he deal with the NCAA. I said, damn, that's funny.
Yeah, I was really enjoying that. I thought about bringing it up, but it was mid-conversation. I'm like, all right, we'll let that slide.
Nah, dude, that shit was funny. I would have brought that up. If you saw that, I just read it just minutes ago. I was like, wait, what? Pete Thanos getting on my damn nerves. He messing with my nerves. You know that? He messing with my damn nerves.
Agitating my sciatica.
Exactly. Messing with me. I'm about to go through the TV and knock him out, man.
As long as it's still on camera, we'll pay to see it.
You're a damn fool. You know that? Cowboys hate
30 seconds back, fellas.
Oh, there's something going on. Hydrate your summer skin. Full body glow. All right, I need a full body glow. What do I need to get?
Yeah.
I'm trying, baby. I'm trying. I need some aroma in my damn lotion, I always wear that Jergens. I got Jergens. I'm old school.
Yeah, I'm not a aroma guy. No, plain lotion.
Yeah, I just put my Jergens on.
You remember that character, Dave Chappelle show, Ashy Larry?
Yeah.
That's what my daughters used to call me.
And welcome back to the M Zone. Jamie Morris, my man Bobby Toth carrying the rock down the field. And you got the center of attention, Larry Lee. We call him Big Sweet.
Hey.
So, question of the day is, did Michigan get away with one? Did Michigan really, honest to goodness, get away? Or did they lower the boom on them? Did they get the boom lord on them? All that money. They owe the NCAA between $20 to $30 million. That's a lot of money now. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's a lot of money. Not everyone got that kind of money.
No, but School of Michigan's significance with their alumni, the awesome alumni that y'all have let me know from the business school and everything. That's a drop in the bucket for you Wolverines.
Yeah, it's a drop in the bucket.
I got you.
You got to go over there and talk, and you got to go. You got to go get rate. It's called fundraising, brother.
All those awesome graduates of the business school and the great. That's a drop in the hat, man.
I got you. All I'm saying to you is, you still got to, you still got to go get it. You got to go get it.
That's because you've been spoiled and not have had to do that in the past. Some schools have had to do that to survive.
I get it, and you know what? I do feel sorry for. Not sorry. I'm embarrassed of the wealth that our donors have.
Don't be embarrassed, but that's why you can walk around as cocky as you do.
Well, hey. When you got it, you got it. You know how that is, bro.
Yeah, bro. I get it.
I tell everyone there's a piece of Ann Arbor in everybody's heart. They just have to open up the door. That's all you got to do, bro. I mean, you want to splash around in some of this? Come on,
man. All they got to do is send you around now and go get that $25 million, bro. Everybody got to splash of you and me, man. Oh, I like that sales pitch.
You know what I'm saying, exactly. You know what I'm saying.
It maize and blue forever.
998-1050, 734-998-1050. Hey, John, how are you?
Jamie, how you doing? I love your show, and just want to chime in a little on this hilarious penalty. I'm going to give you guys a macro business strategy of what this means and what a joke this NCAA penalty is.
Okay.
All right?
Yeah.
Well, first of all, I want to let you guys know that, I did play a little football in my 9th and 10th grade years. In high school,
yes,
we were in a wing. We were in a wing T. I was the right side halfback with the brothers. So, I had a little speed back then,
All right. Okay. Preach.
But so here's the the regents and the ward probably don't want to be listening to this about what I'm about to say. Although under the table they're probably already discussing this. But I'm going to give you guys a business school macro strategy of what a joke this is from the NCAA. So just to let you know a little bit of my background, I'm a board member for a major foundation.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
mm-hmm.
I'm a liaison with the wealth management firm.
Okay.
We give out scholarships to kids to get into college. Okay,
mm-hmm.
That's our main mission statement. Okay,
that's good.
Yeah, so I'm the liaison with the wealth management firm, and I'm the chairman of the finances. So, anyways, this is what a joke this is. So, U of M's got an endowment, and I'm not going to discuss exactly what that number is because I don't want to get into sensitive stuff here.
Right. Let's not get into that.
But if you take that 20 to 30 million, whatever you want to call it, we'll go on the high end at 30 mil.
Yep.
Okay. And you take that into the endowment. Okay. I did the calc, and it's 0.11%. 0.11%.
Wow.
Now it's going to get even funnier.
Bobby Hadley.
So it's going to get even funnier because in the stock market there's a term that you learn in business school called arbitrage. Okay,
mm-hmm.
It's how you make money between the interest that you're making and whatever debt you have to owe. Okay, better known in slang as the spread. Okay, so listen to this: certified financial planners use an 8% calculation for the average long-term return in the market on the endowment, okay? Usually, since 1929, it's 10.1% on the S&P 500. Well, we'll get conservative and say 8%, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, if the 30 million is only 0.11% of the endowment, and the endowment, I guarantee you, is making 8% over the long term, the spread, which is called wealth creation, they're making just under 8%. Let's call it 7%. So this is a joke. This penalty doesn't even show up on the radar with respect to the endowment.
Gosh, I just said it's a drop in the bucket. Yes.
It's not even a drop in the bucket. We're making money.
Wow.
We're making money. Okay. Yeah. So here's my question to you, Jamie, and everybody else. Does this make sense to take away the financial stress off the athletic department and put it over to the endowment on the university? Now, hold on a minute before you respond. My rationale for this is this. If you remember in 23, when the NCAA came through with its rationale against Jim Harbaugh, they said that Jim was the face of the university. So now we got a connection, at least a legal one, of everybody is responsible, not just the athletic department, but the whole university, the athletic department. So why not take away the financial stress from the athletic department, put it over to the endowment? It doesn't even hurt them 1 ounce. And here's the salt in the wound to the NCAA. I hope Michigan goes deep into the CFP when they should be losing money, according to the NCAA. And the endowment is making money while we going deep into the CFP. It's a joke. It's a joke. You understand?
I get you. Here's what I'm going to say to you, John. First of all, the athletic department has been independent of the university for many years, since Don Canham, back in the 1960s, okay?
Okay.
That being said, they like their independence. They don't have to depend on the university for money. They have their own money. So you try to keep money separate from the university as well as the athletic department. And they keep things, that's why. And when you start commingling, somebody gonna tell somebody what to do because they running the show now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but Jamie, it's a new world. Like your caller, like everybody was talking about, it's a new world. And I actually challenge that statement because if you see how endowments work, the university endowment is paying from the interest it's bearing off the endowment for the cost of the university. Now, whether there's a cost being paid to the athletic department, I don't know, but I bet you $1 million that there is.
I'll agree with you in the part about you can help the athletic department. The university should say, we want to help you and we'll do this through our endowment. Yeah. But it doesn't need to go public that, hey, we're using this money from the endowment and everything.
No. That's why I'm staying anonymous here. I don't want to get in trouble with the Regents and Rhodes. You know what I mean?
I get it. I appreciate that, John. And it's a great idea. It is a great idea. Whether they do it or not.
Jamie, it takes away the stress from the athletic department with respect to everything, with respect to the actual financial allocations, with respect to even the communications that the penalty came down with, everything. It's all, it's all connected to money.
Right.
Okay. That frees up the program to move forward without having to go through all these machinations and stuff like that. And you know what? The university, it's all connected. It's a new world. Everything is connected. The athletic department and the university are connected. I'd like to hear what Philly E has to say about this, but I'm telling you, if you got the endowment, and I won't tell you what that number is, but it will shock you.
Oh, okay? I know the endowment, but I won't say it either.
Yeah. And in MBA programs, it's called transfer of risk. Transfer the damn risk over to the endowment. It's 0.11%, Jamie. It doesn't even show up on the radar. You know what the NCAA did? They ended up being a bug splatting on the windshield of the Michigan car going 80 miles per hour.
So
that's what this is.
If you're saying that, John, then why is Michigan going back to court? Why is Michigan appealing this just to show? We got to. Hey, lawyers, you got to show us. Show us something.
I think Angelique maybe already answered that question, at least indirectly. I think it's only with respect to maybe the suspension for Sharon.
Yep.
But I don't think it has anything to do with the financials. Maybe it does. They'd be stupid not to challenge it. But the thing is, end it now. Maybe they end it under the table, nice and quietly, with respect to Sharon's suspension. But the money's still going to be there. The penalty is still going to be there somewhere with the financials. So transfer it over to the endowment. Be done with it.
I like the idea. And I appreciate it, John.
Yeah.
Thank you. It's a great
right.
great idea. Appreciate the phone call. Hey, do call us back when you get a chance. We love that. That was awesome. 734-998-1050. Mustafa!
Hey, Jimmy, how you doing, man?
I'm good, man. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you, Larry?
I'm good, Mustafa. Yes, sir.
You know, we had a show on for you, and you didn't call in. You know, did Bobby tell you? Bobby gave the greatest question yesterday, and you didn't call in.
What was it?
Go ahead.
If you had to pick one team to lose to, you're guaranteed to beat one, you are guaranteed to lose to the other this year. Are you beating Ohio State and losing to MSU, or are you beating Michigan State and losing to the Buckeyes?
No. I'm beating Michigan State, man. I'm taking Michigan State.
Dude, I told you he would have helped you yesterday. Everybody said Ohio State. Everybody said Ohio State.
I was all alone yesterday. This was bananas. And now, sorry, Mustafa, you can talk about this in just a second. Jamie, you said it's now just considered the game. It's like not even talking about it. Like it's now the biggest rivalry.
Big Sweet.
Yeah.
What's the number one game in college football?
Michigan, Ohio State.
So you don't want to win the game that the entire nation's watching?
No, you did not even need me to call. I mean, Jamie could answer that question for you. He knows.
I know.
He knows.
Mustafa,
He knows.
Mustafa,
Like I
he
said,
takes
to
too
me-
much heat from East Lansing.
With all the stuff Ohio State been saying, like last night, you know, Hammer Eve, all that.
Here comes the
I consider
boom.
Ohio. Yes.
Unbelievable.
Bobby, I consider Ohio State that they belong on the table. To me, the Michigan State University, I mean, we're not, we're not supposed to be together. So therefore, I'm not going to concede nothing to them. I don't like them. Bobby, my daughter was applying for colleges to go to college out of high school. When Michigan State, responded early because they desperate for good kids, my daughter was happy. Got daddy. And then she just responded. I said, put that away. You ain't going there.
Unbelievable.
I'm telling you, man. I swear to God.
You must be rolling in it. Doesn't want to pay. It's like, oh, in-state tuition? No, you're going somewhere else. Unbelievable.
I live here. I pay taxes here. And she would have gone there anyway. My daughter is a great student. That's fine. But we just don't want that. Yeah, whatever. Jamie, today should have been a day you got to open up the phone line at 4 o'clock. What's wrong with you, Jamie?
I had to get Austin in, and I had to get Angelique in. We
got plenty of time for y'all to call in. We got big names in here.
Exactly. We had big names. We had headliners.
We've been waiting for 2 years, taking punches from all kind of angles from our enemies and rivals.
Right.
Today is our day to talk.
Well, talk then, bro. Go ahead. You have it. You got stage.
Get going.
Hey, Jimmy, this story is so bizarre. It's so bizarre. Like if you just block yourself out of the region and just stay in regional and just listen to MSU and Ohio State.
Oh, they're crying in their milk. Yeah.
No. Last night it was a hammer watch.
I didn't listen to last night. I knew. I kept telling. I was egging everybody on. Here comes the boom.
And then when you tune into ESPN like a national stuff, nobody was talking about it.
AKA Angelique said that. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about that.
Nobody cares. And but Jamie, you were right, man. I told my son, Jamie told me a year ago, they're not gonna vacate no win. They're not gonna they're not gonna.
We didn't have ineligible players. Everybody scouts teams. We did a little aggressive, but everybody scouts.
And I think
Harbaugh was the guy they were trying to get.
That's the guy they wanted to get rid of. He left anyway.
That's why they wanted
he left anyway.
But what is so surprising to me though is, the NCAA is saying that they had enough to go for a postseason ban, but they choose not to do it because they don't want to punish the future kids. I mean, people go to prison every day, leaving behind innocent children. You know what I mean? Just don't make no. If you don't have nothing, just say we don't have nothing, because they could not connect. They could not make the connection between Connor Stallion and any of the Michigan stuff. It may be there, something may be there, but you can't find it. Like they used to say, during the O.J. Simpson case, if the glove doesn't fit, you must acquit.
He brought up the OJ case.
Yeah.
Mustafa.
If the connection is not there, you must acquit.
That's true. Hey, we all know that one.
That's funny. That was a good one.
And that was that's a long time ago, man. Hey, listen, man, Jamie, I'm happy, and I'm surprised Michigan is trying to, just let it go. You can send a couple emails to Jamie Morris and all those donors and people that went to Michigan. They give money, you pay the fine, and let's move on. Larry's right. There's a lot of money going around Michigan. Jamie, you are one of them. You got money. Do something. You know what I mean? Oh, man.
That's what I'm saying.
Don't be telling people what I got.
It's time for Jamie, since 1985. I give it to you. It's time for you to give back now.
That's Big Bang Hank right there.
Come on, man. We give you everything since 1985. What are you talking about? Give
wow.
Now. It's about time.
You know what? You're right. I will get on that. Okay.
Would you do it for a statue?
And
maybe.
And Jamie, last, if I have 1 minute for one last question here for you.
Sure, bro.
Jamie, now talking about football now, I think from the vibe, Evan Link may win the left tackle job.
Ain't over yet. Ain't over yet.
No, it ain't over yet. My question to you is, and to Larry, you guys, he was a former offensive line from what I heard.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say Evan Link got the job from the jump
mm-hmm.
and didn't do nothing to lose it
mm-hmm.
throughout the year. And from what I heard from Bob Lawler, he can only play one spot on that line. What are you going to do with him?
He's a freshman. He's a freshman. Huh? And when he gets in there, I'm going to say this. The freshman, when the lights come on and that kid reacts, you're going to see. You'll see. I mean, they just don't talk about him. They put him in there, and he's getting better and better every practice. That's the kind of player he is.
My question was, in this day of day and age with NIL,
yeah,
would a guy like that, knowing that he can play anywhere else,
mm-hmm.
willing to wait a couple years? Because if Link gets a job,
no, he's going to want to play. He's a five. Right. He's a 5-star. Right. That kid wants to play now.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
He's not going to wait. He's not going to wait.
Will he wait?
No, he's not going to wait.
So that's the problem there.
No, he may play. He may look it. Offensive line is it's got to have changing parts because guys get hurt. Guys hurt their knee. They get their finger. I mean, look at Larry's hands. Larry's hands. If you were watching, Larry's hands is all messed up. Look at that. I'm just saying. I'm not dogging it out. Look at my hands. My hands look good. You see how my hands look? I got good hands.
This man moisturizes every day.
Exactly. I'm moisturizing every day. So I'm just letting you know.
I got an Anthony Munoz finger.
Exactly. that finger is something else. I'm just saying, Mustafa, he will get his opportunity. I'm just saying to you.
Great. But all in all, though, today was a great day. And this is the reason why I listen to those enemy radios for days like this. I can get back at them. Today is a good day for me. I'm happy, man. Everything is good. God bless.
God bless.
All right, Mustafa.
All right, Mustafa. We'll talk to you later. I'm going to squeeze one more in, Bobby. I got to get this one in. Dennis in the OC. What's up, Dennis?
Jamie, how you doing there, buddy?
I'm good. How about you, bro?
I'm doing well as well, and you and Larry and Bob, you're doing a fine job as you always do. How you doing?
I'm good, man. How about you?
Doing well also. So,
all right.
A couple of things. Well, I heard that. Actually, did hear the tail end of the show last night. The great Philly E was there, providing good wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
You guys were chatting about different things. I thought he made an excellent point there too. Again, I came in the middle of this sentence, but I think I understood what he's talking about with Ohio State getting in like they did a couple years ago, where you say, well, they really hadn't earned their way in, except. I mean, after we smacked them down with their own stadium there when they were the favorites, and we beat them by 3 touchdowns. But once they got there, they made the most of it. So I guess they proved they belonged, even though if you looked at it, when you didn't have that information with the information they had going into that, you say, well, that didn't look like a very good decision. And this time, of course, they got in because they expanded the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
But look what they did with it. I mean, so you got to give them credit for that sort of a thing. Okay,
right.
So there's that. But then there's this other situation, and I'm really glad to read this part where our athletic director says, we're appealing this, and we'll take other steps if necessary, because on the one hand you got this fine, which you say, well, in the big scheme of things for the university and for the alumni and all that sort of thing, oh yeah, we can pay that aside. But I think it is the principle of the thing, particularly when. And I haven't read this in detail, but my understanding from what people are saying, or what little I've been able to glean from it, is that they basically said, well, we didn't really have anything we could tie to Michigan, but they wanted to punish Michigan, even though they didn't have the facts to be able to do it. And there has been a campaign against our former coach and our team and our university that's been going on, and they're continuing it now, including with some of the verbiage they use. And you hear these people saying this. Some of these writers, and all these liberties they're taking, making unsupportable assertions against Michigan and mischaracterizations and negative characterizations about our university and our university's program and the people involved in it. I think it's imperative that the athletic department push back, and I'm glad to see that our athletic director is doing that. I think it was absolutely right to do that, and it's this whole thing is stunk from the beginning, because we had a combination of lawfare, regulatory capture, rumor mongering in the press, and assertions being made that making suppositions and assumptions without the facts to back it up, and clearly, as even at one time, Maurice Claret said a big part of this was they didn't like Jim Harbaugh because Jim Harbaugh was advocating for things that were beneficial to student athletes, but that made it the work maybe a little bit more difficult for some people that were at the top of the pyramid, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
And so for those reasons, I think we need to stand by our people, and particularly in a case like this, if where there's wrongdoing, of course there has to be a punishment. But it's like like Sam would say, well, if it's you get the penalty for a traffic violation if you do something like you run a red light or something like that, or don't use your turn signal. And this thing, oh, this is the worst scandal ever. I mean, that's obviously nonsense. This is it's relatively minor compared to what goes on. But I think for those reasons, for those reputational reasons and other things, the university and the university community do need to fight back on this, and so I'm glad to see that part of it. Mm-hmm. And of course, we have the other aspect, right, where we would say, looks as far as the championship, that's they're not even going to challenge that. That's secure. We got that, and I'm excited, looking forward to this season that's coming up with this great coaching staff we have, and what's been put together with these players, and hopefully the injury thing won't hurt us too badly. But I think we're going to have an exciting season coming forward, and we'll have visions of Jamie Morris high-stepping his way into the Ohio State end zone as we watch these Wolverines go up and down the field on their way to another Michigan championship season. What do you think about that, Jamie?
I love it, baby. You know me. I love all of that. As Larry would call us, arrogant butts.
You arrogant butts.
You bet your cotton picking lives that's true. And I'll tell you what, those Wolverines itching to get out there on that field out there in the hole that Yost dug, Chrysler paid for, Canham carpeted, Weidenbach resodded, Bill Martin filter, Parker renovated, Brandon lit, Manuel maintains, Sharon Moore, and previously Jimmy Harbaugh fills every cotton picking Maize and Blue Michigan home football Saturday is over 100,000. The greatest fans in the history of sport watch this wonderful team go up and down the field, the winningest team in the history of college football, overcoming all adversity, including the colluding commissioner, including the law firm and the regulatory capture and the rumors against our team, why those Wolverines will not be stopped. That's why I say stand by Michigan, and we all stand by Michigan, or should I say Michigan, and they're going to turn that looking gray block into a great big rosy block M. But the game's up here. That's right. And so the maize and blue block M is going to be a rosy block M as those Wolverines go on for another Big Ten championship, a Rose Bowl championship, and a national championship. I can hardly wait. You can hardly wait. Oh, we're all seeing those maize and blue spots before our eyes. Hey, keep up the great work, fellas. You're doing a wonderful job.
Thanks. Really appreciate it. He needed that. Larry needed his he needed that. Larry needed that.
You know, that was worth a clap.
There you go. See? Now you did it. We got to go to a break real quick because we got 3 people holding on. We're going to get to you right away. You're listening to the M Zone on the Big 1050.
Is that something he made up, or that's something that's?
Dude, he does that every week. You'll see. He comes with that. That is. I was like, oh,
get him doing like the fine print at the end of commercials.
I know exactly.
He does all of that.
All right, you know, that was pretty good.
No future postseason bans. How does the severity of this punishment match up with what you expected from the NCAA?
You know, Rick, I think it comes back to this. The NCAA can't punish, isn't going to punish the players at Michigan. And I think the vacated wins, it felt like it was like the NCAA, like most NCAA kind of punishment ever, because you can't really, you can do stuff like that. But at the end of the day, the games still happen, right? And you had the NCAA president, Charlie Baker, after he got the job, basically after Michigan wins the title, saying they won it fair and square. You know, we saw them beat Washington. We also saw Michigan win games without Jim Harbaugh when he was suspended that season. So I think on that front, it wasn't.
Bruce, this report is 74. Bruce, this report.
Y'all saw it. Y'all heard what the man said. Y'all heard what he said.
So much information, but at the end of the day.
Whoa, my God. Whoa! Why would you be doing that with the alligator? My God. Oh, you hit the wall. Ooh. Oh, my God. That's so funny. Ron Howard. Oh, what is this movie? What is this movie? What is this called? I didn't even see it, man.
I see you, E-Boogie.
E-Boogie! What you doing, man? How you doing? You good? Hey, I got a job for you. You can make some money. I got a job for you, too. You want to make some money, Bobby? You go over there, too. I need some people to go over to Mancino's. We got to do Mancino's. Mancino's is a new customer. We're going to go over there every Monday, and then we're going to have once a month, we're going to have a remote there. But every Monday, one of you two need to go over there. And we need to, say what's going on. He's giving away tickets to home games.
Hell yeah. After this next Monday, I'm very down.
So that's what we're doing. Well, the season ain't started yet. You know that.
Okay, so it's once the season starts. Well, I didn't know if we were just going to go hang out there, just kick it off early.
We got to get it's for the season. It's for the season. Dun, 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 dun. All right, who we got? We got Nathan next.
Got a couple Ohio boys coming in here.
We got Nathan coming on. We got Hadley, and then we got who? Lauren? LaRon. These are why we got all this Ohio State. Why we got all these Ohio boys coming on, man?
Oh, they're great. They're great. Talk some noise.
Yeah, baby. Uh-oh. What's she saying? Oh, I must have. Did I do that? Where are you from? She said. Uh-oh. I can't be sending you where I'm from, girl. No. Your daddy got a mommy.
Chill, Jamie. Goddamn.
Hey.
Where you from, Big Daddy?
You get on that Instagram, and you know what happened.
Careful now.
Exactly.
We're 30 seconds back.
Exactly. Whoa!
Where you from, Big Daddy?
Exactly. Tacos are made in 1970. Hey! What the hell are you watching now? Not a thing.
Ain't nothing but a thing. Ain't nothing but a G thing, baby.
This is the M Zone.
And welcome back to the M Zone. Jamie Morris, Bobby Toth on the other side of the glass.
Now I see why you was bobbing your head. Okay.
And that's sweet, Larry.
I love some funk, some pocket now.
734-998-1050. Let's go down to Columbus. What's up, Nathan? How you doing?
Hey, Jama. Not a whole lot. Been a while.
It's been a minute, bro. Where you been?
Hey, you know what? I'm enjoying the tears. As a matter of fact, I'm out here in my rain boots, all the tears falling down in Columbus. It's pouring here, man.
Oh, see, I told you, Big Sweet. Them people, hey, they want to see Michigan's misery. Michigan living their life now.
It's raining tears.
You know what? With the show cause that Stallions has, right?
Yep.
He can't coach, but there's nothing that says he can't go to games.
That's true.
So Ohio State coming to a stadium near you.
Can you imagine Connor coming to a stadium just as a fan? He just shows up as a fan. Can you imagine that?
TV crew focusing on him the entire time like he's Taylor Swift.
Oh, that would be great. That would be so cool. And he stands up and takes a picture. Go ahead, Nathan.
Jim, a quick, tell someone in the Michigan program, like, you know how Ohio State players, they get the golden pants. I think from now on, Michigan players should get a golden hammer every time they beat the Buckeyes.
Here comes the hammer.
Give them a hammer. I would also like to tell the students, for that game particularly, all the students bring an inflatable hammer to the game. So every time the Buckeyes have the football, just hold
they got to give
up.
out the Thor hammer. They got to give out the Thor hammers. That would be so cool. The Thor hammer in the student section.
Basically just the thunder sticks with a little
with a little hammer on it. Exactly, with a hammerhead. There you go.
We'll call them hammer sticks.
There you go.
Hammer sticks. And then, you know what? Instead of playing Mr. Brightside at the beginning of the fourth quarter, when we're winning that game, you need to play hammer time.
Yeah.
MC Hammer. Let MC do. You do.
Can't touch this.
Anyway, to answer your question, JMO, no, they didn't escape. There was no major penalties. Did we stretch it a little bit? Yeah. Did we operate in the gray area? Yeah. Honestly, I don't think we violated anything. So that's why they had to do the fines. They had to do something. And them coming out saying, "Oh, we could have done the postseason ban, but we didn't." Come on, that's a cop out. You just wanted to at least hope to get on the good graces of Buckeye fans and Michigan State fans. You couldn't do a postseason ban. What are you kidding me? But no, it's $20,000 or $20 million, whatever it is. That's pocket pocket change for the University of Michigan. Call up Portney. He'll pay that, man. We're good.
Mm-hmm.
We're good. Glad it's behind us. We're starting the season 1-0. That Michigan team was the first team to ever go 16-0. Okay. Have a good one, Jamie.
Hey, thanks. Appreciate it, Nathan. Be good. 734-998-1050. Hadley.
Jamie, as our man Sweet would say, lovely day, lovely day.
And that's exactly how he says it.
Lovely day. Yeah.
Wow.
Isn't it a lovely day? It is a lovely day.
Hadley, was there no boom noise? No boom?
No, let me, Jamie, on when you go to X and stuff like that, do you have a lot of Ohio State, Michigan State fans that follow you, or you follow them?
I got my share. I did get. I got a Ohio State young man who at the Hall of Fame. I got into an argument with. Yeah, I got into it with him. I'm sorry. He just got mad. I told him he was something else.
But do you have any that you know of that on your site that are just like the slammers saying, "Oh, the hammer's coming"?
He said no. The hammer's coming, bro. You'll see. Today he said. Yesterday he said, "Today is your last day of smiling." I went, okay. Now I'm laughing.
So you really don't have that many, like, they go crazy. I don't have any on X. That's why I was asking if you have them all.
No, I got a few.
You got a few. Okay. Well, anyway, with apologies to Jake, we're down to 15 hours, 1 day, 45 minutes, and 21 seconds. So there you go.
All right, you're on top of it.
I'm on top of I get this email from Michigan, and it's about Michigan football. Mm-hmm. So just about all the catch up, and it has a countdown clock.
Oh,
so I'm all set.
Nice. Right. See, you're a good man, Hadley. You got it.
I try to keep up with everything. Now, I heard on another show today that Dennis had a guy on there that was pretty well versed in everything that's going on. He said that what was possible that with Sharon getting this third game is that maybe Michigan could appeal it and maybe try to get the game.
Well, yeah, we made that analysis. We said when they appealed it, maybe he'll. I mean, obviously, you got to wait for the court to see what happens, and that may take its time. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Now, also, if you remember, and maybe we can get JJ to confirm this when he said it back then, but didn't he say something like that Michigan had this huge cachet of money and stuff like that they just
endowments. They're talking about the endowments like everybody else. Yeah. It's the endowments. Yeah.
So why can't just Michigan take 20 million, 25 million, or whatever?
Because traditionally that doesn't happen, Hadley. That's why. I'm just giving you.
What are they saving the money for then?
They use that money is used for different reasons. They keep the money to keep it going. They want to buy more land in the Ann Arbor. If they want to build a building, and if they say they don't have the money, but they raise money, it happens that way, Hadley. So yes, that's why they got the money. If they want to do scholarships for different kids that can't afford school. They got areas. They got money to do that.
Okay. Is it fair to say that is it fair to say that an endowment has more than say $100 million?
It's fair to say that that endowment is a healthy endowment. Let's just say that.
So I just don't understand why they just couldn't take the 20 million,
because
25,
because
whatever.
Traditionally, I'm going to say it again. Traditionally, these two entities, the University of Michigan and the athletic department of the University of Michigan, they have two separate accounts. They shop it. They have two different bank accounts. That's how Don Canham set it up. And traditionally, they don't commingle funds. That's what I'm saying.
So the university runs the endowment then?
That is their that is their endowment. That is correct.
So, but couldn't the athletic director, couldn't Ward Manuel say, let's take $20 million out, pay this fine, and can he do that with the endowment to the university?
He could, but the university probably going to say no, not right now. We haven't done this. What they would say is probably what they would really say, Hadley. We haven't done that traditionally. We're going to have to take a look at it.
Right. So it's everybody's saying that maybe one of our big donors is going to just pay this off.
No, no one's saying that. It could happen. Yes, it could happen.
It could happen.
Yes.
Don't you think that's going to happen?
I'm not one to say, but I've seen it happen before. I'm just going to say
pay it out from their coffers, and
Right.
they'll just use this as an incentive to try and get more of their big donors to just, kind of refill those reserves that they're just going to dump on this.
Yes, it was. Now, was there any new surprises in this press conference, Jamie, that you more or less heard about that surprised you about what the NCAA did? Anything that?
No surprises for me, Hadley. I figured they went right down the way they were supposed to do. I mean, look, did Michigan get a favorable decision? Yes, they did. I mean, everybody talked about a boom and this and that, and now I got to go, Hadley, because I got LaRon waiting, and I only got a couple minutes to talk to him about this. Okay.
All right. Well, enjoy your weekend, and we'll discuss more of it Monday.
Okay. Talk to you later.
Take care, Hadley. Yep.
LaRon, I'm sorry, you got a couple more minutes. We got a couple minutes for you, though. We got that.
How ironic that the last three callers are right here in Slow-Lumber, Ohio.
That's what I'm saying. I got three Columbus people. My goodness.
Yeah, the last three. But anyway, I was listening to you guys earlier. I was at work out in the woods, and I kept losing you. And I heard bits and pieces. And I heard something you guys asked if Harbaugh was still here.
Yeah.
Now, if Harbaugh was still here, in my opinion, we would have got Harbaugh. First of all, Harbaugh and the O'Bannons are the most hated by the NCAA.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah. And if he was still here, we probably would have got the death penalty with a chance of resurrection, according to how long, before he'd have said, well, okay, let me leave so my school can, rise again.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think that they would have gave us the case. Because this is all because they wanted to get rid of him, in my opinion. Because of what he was doing for these kids, everywhere, and it was taking money out of their pockets. And I believe, they needed something to latch on to, and they grabbed this one. They could have found other things, I'm sure, but they grabbed this one, something that's not even illegal, if you ask me, at all. And I guess lastly, and I wonder also, I didn't hear all of your questions because I kept losing signal. I'm wondering if ESPN is eating crow, or are they back on our bandwagon? Well, they've never been on our bandwagon. I haven't got a chance to turn on the TV yet, just walking in the house. And my last thing was, what is your YouTube channel? How do you spell it? Because I kept trying to find it and I couldn't. I guess I wasn't spelling it right. Big 1050?
WTKA.
WTKA, Big 1050.
WTK. Now, the Big 10, is that the B1G or Big 10?
I actually don't use big. So we brand it that way. The actual title will be 10. Is it Big 10?
Yeah.
Did we change the name?
It's Big 1050. Big and 1050. Big and 1050. Big, B-I-G, and 1050.
And the number 10?
Number 10 and number 50.
And, okay, 1050, like the show.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
All righty. And that's where I stand, fellas. I don't know how much time we got left. Let me look at my phone.
You got a couple minutes here.
You got 4 minutes.
That's
looking all
where
right.
I stand, and I just wanted to hear, I don't know. Again, I don't know if I missed the question or anything, but that was about all I had.
Well, was it what did the NCAA come down on Michigan? Do you think they came down on Michigan, or do you think they were soft?
Well, They
Say no
came
more.
down on us. They came down on us because they sullied our reputation. That's how they came down on us. This money, it doesn't mean nothing. I mean, hell, like you said, take it out of what they give us. I said, keep that. You know, you can't take what you can't take what I never had or anything. Here, you just go ahead and keep your own money and use that against us, and we'll pay the $9,000-$10,000 or whatever. You know, I guess that's not bad for. Actually, it is, in my opinion. We shouldn't be paying anything.
That's a separate debate.
That's a separate debate. I'm just gonna say that it's
I'm curious, Jamie, because I kind of wanted to ask Angelique this, but she was going off. I wanted to let her get all her information out because the Big Ten obviously made their case so that Michigan was still going to be involved because that's a lot of TV money for them. I'm curious how much, like Michigan, like getting more like on field and potential like playoff repercussions, how much that affects like nationally, like the TV money, because there's enough other big teams. I feel like they could fill that void.
The problem is
easily.
It's the Big Ten.
Yeah.
So Fox, CBS, NBC. That's that's their teams. They expect the Big Ten. They expect
which is now
Michigan,
part of ESPN,
right?
Yeah.
They expect the Big Ten to be represented with Michigan, Ohio State. These are the two. That's the biggest game of the year. We've been lucky to have those games being good, even though Michigan was a 21 point underdog going in there. They upset Ohio State. Do you understand? A 21 point dog upsets Ohio State. And so
those bring in huge numbers viewership wise too.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's why they need a Michigan in the fray. They always got to be in the fray. I'm not saying that because I'm Michigan. I'm saying that's business.
Yeah, no,
business.
and 100% from the Big Ten. I just didn't know if that factors into like the entire NCAA's like
NCAA
TV mindset.
doesn't care about the money.
Okay.
They're not part of the TV. Remember, all the TV money's been separated. Yes, I know 2 minutes. It's been separated. So it's what the SEC makes from ABC, ESPN. It's what the Big Ten makes from the CBS, NBC, and Fox. It's what ACC makes from the W something. They're on there every now and then, and they're on ABC, ESPN too, and the Big 12. I mean, it's about TV money now.
And we didn't even talk about ESPN
getting
Fox today.
No, we didn't. That's crazy. Big Sweet, what you got this weekend? What you got this weekend?
I'm doing a swank one tomorrow, man. We are at a Detroit Yacht Club tomorrow.
Oh, wow. Nice.
Yeah, we're doing.
You got a tux or something?
No. It's outdoor, casual.
Okay.
Pull your boat up to the dock, party. But those folks have a good time, man. If you want to come, let me know.
I will.
On Belle Isle.
Time this weekend on Belle Isle. You have a good time this weekend. Do your thing. We're gonna come back next week. We're gonna have a good time on this one too. You're listening to the M Zone on the Big 1050.
Boom.
We blowed up. We got blowed up. My goodness.
All right, guys. I'm going to go meet my daughter for dinner.
Well, do your thing, Big Sweet. Have a good time.
All right, man. See you guys Monday. Thank you.
Yep.
All right.
Talk to you. I'm leaving.